But I say unto you, love your enemies. Bless them that curse you. Do good to them that hate you. And pray for them which despitefully use you and persecute you.
Which is the first commandment of all?
Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God is one Lord. Thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy might, and with all thy strength. This is the first and great commandment, and the second is like unto it. Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. On these two commandments hang all the law and the prophets.
Master, thou hast said the truth. There is one God, and none other but He. And to love Him with all the heart, and with all the understanding, and with all the soul, and with all the strength, and to love his neighbor as himself, is more than all the whole burnt offerings and sacrifices.
Thou art not far from the kingdom of God.
Another door I shouldn't open, another hand I shouldn't take. I know it's not right, but like rust, like shame, creeps up coming. Sitting in my room, crying out to Jesus, I've sinned again and again. Will you please forgive me? Cannot break it. Help me overcome the sin inside of me. Shine your light inside me. Break down the walls that hold my shackles. By your blood I am free. Sitting in my room, crying out to Jesus, I am sinned again. Will you please forgive me? Decision, cut in pieces from my bones. Decision, me out back. Decision, let me kill me. Bring me back to life. Cleanse me with your blood. Place the armor on me. Let me stand against temptation. Through Jesus I'm free. Through Jesus I am forgiven. That decision will bring me down. That decision will keep me down. Bad decisions out of my past. For now I am a new creation.
Gudgies. Good to see you. Good to see you. So 6 years, Buzzer and Paul and the who's in the chat so far. But good to see you. Buzz and Paul. Right, yeah, so we're going to do an hour on the Apocryphal literature book. The first book of Esdras. Should just be Esdra. But you know. Yeah, I've never done that. Yeah, we're still on Jeremiah. We did start Jeremiah from the canonical, didn't we? Forgot about that. But yeah, we'll have to continue that as well. But this is not Ezra from our canonical scripture, but the book of Esdras, same person though, I think. But was not in canon, obviously. But apparently should have been. I haven't heard this book either or read it. So yeah, we'll do an hour on that, and then we've got a video TFE update on the documentary. So let's see what garbage what's his name? Duffy. Will Duffy is talking about, because anything comes out his mouth, it's got to be garbage. But in the meantime, Jim, while I make a coffee, we hasn't got any new ones. I think we're all caught up, so we're going to have to go. We'll go popular again and zap down a bit. Ooh, okay, Southern Cross. That'll do. sorted. Nice one, Jim. MD, come in. No, we're still got the same people. Oh, good. So the overview of First Esdras is also known as Ezra, obviously. Is an ancient Greek book that retells the story of the Jewish return from Babylonian exile and the rebuilding of the Jerusalem temple. It draws heavily from the biblical books of Chronicles, Ezra, and Nehemiah, which we've done, obviously. We've done Chronicles, but we haven't done Ezra or Nehemiah yet. But here we go. We're getting through the Old Testament. Like I say, we're on Jeremiah, so we're on the major minor prophets. So, no good. Okay, so I suppose if anybody wants to come in, links there. There's a link to come in. If anybody wants to come in, open that. Oh yes, on Jim's link. Somebody watching the chat replay. I did change the channel name again. I'm going to keep it at this now. I know I've changed it a lot in the past few months, but yeah, I think I kind of like that. The Unshaken Kingdom. I like that. It's different. I haven't heard of anybody else's channel called anything very similar to that. So, you know, things like The Simple Truth is Christ. There's a few channels called something like that when you look it up. But the Unshaken Kingdom, I think it works in a few ways. It works in, you know, unshakable in our faith, or Jesus' kingdom can't be shaken, or even God's creation, which is God's kingdom. Ultimately, obviously, it's run by the devil at the minute, but ultimately, he created it. So, and that's unshaken, immovable. Yeah, it can be shaken, I suppose, because of earthquakes, but still unshaken, as in immovable, as in stoic. It's not getting moved. Anyway, so I'm going to keep it at that for a while, the Unshaken Kingdom. I'm going to keep it at that. I'm not going to change it. Sometimes I just fancy a change of the name, but I like this name. I like this name, so I'm going to keep it at that. Okay, so I suppose let's get the we'll do an hour on this book of the first Esdras. I'm just going to say Ezra. It's easier to say. The Apocryphal book of Ezra, the first one. We've got to do an hour on that and then do the video to do with TFE's docu. Let's see what he's grifting for now. Docu update. It's about 20 minutes long. So we'll do that after doing about an hour on this. So let's do it. I suppose I've never read this book before. It's not canonical. I've never read it, but obviously I've heard good things about it. I probably won't be able to have the chat up. Thinking about it, it depends on how this is set out. Let's see how it's set out.
Apocrypha, read by Alexander Scourby, presented by the U Bible channel on YouTube. Book of 1 Esdras,
Right,
chapter 1.
Like...
And Josiah's...
Okay, we can't have the chat up. Okay, cool. So, but we can be like that. I need to go to the top though, because I'm covering all that Alex boy. There we go. So we can start it, do it like that. Right, so first Ezra. Esdras. I mean, what is it? What's the difference? One's Greek, isn't it? Is Esdras the Greek name? Greek name. Yeah, Esdras, right. So that's a Greek name for it, for Ezra. I just got a little clip from it's on Messenger, so I can't get it up on this browser. But from Can't Fix Stupid, it was a clip up on Facebook of it, and underneath it, he says, God's name is Howard. God's name's Howard. So, and then the clip is someone saying, what do you mean God's name? He says, what's God's name? And he says, Howard. And his wife says, what do you mean God's name is Howard? And he says, well, he says, our Father who art in heaven, who was it? Our Father, how art in heaven. That's what he said. Our Father, how art in heaven. Like, how art in heaven is how art. So I thought it was quite good. But you need the American accent, I suppose. It doesn't sound so good in Scottish, but you know, I thought it was quite funny. Anyway, God's name be Howard. Anyway, let's do this. Let's do this. Like I say, I've never set eyes on this book before. So let's do it. An hour on this.
Held the feast of the Passover in Jerusalem unto his Lord, and offered the Passover the 14th day of the first month, having set the priests according to their daily courses, being arrayed in long garments, in the temple of the Lord. And he spake unto the Levites, the holy ministers of Israel, that they should hallow themselves unto the Lord, to set the holy ark of the Lord in the house that King Solomon the son of David had built, and said, Ye shall not.
Yeah, of course, it's our Father. Because I'm trying to remember the joke and getting it wrong, because you know what I mean? The prayer goes, our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yeah, sorry, it's the hallowed part. It's hallowed be thy name. It's Howard be thy name. Sorry, I got that bit wrong. It's our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. My bad, my bad. But I thought it was quite funny. I couldn't get it up because on this browser, for some reason, it doesn't do Messenger anymore. You have to go right through Facebook and that. So yeah, I'd have to download it. So I just thought it was quite funny. Unless you've got a link for it. If you've got a link for it, then I could show it. You know what I mean? Actually, let me see if I can get a link to it. Actually, I wonder if it'd be on YouTube somewhere. If someone else has said it on YouTube. It's quite good. God's name is Howard. I got the right long. I was thinking when I said that doesn't sound right. That must be my accent. I told no. Hold on a minute. There we go. This is a different one, but you know, this is on YouTube. This is a kid doing it. I'm sure it's going to say the same thing though. God's name be Howard.
Did you know God's name is Howard? Watch this.
What is God's name?
Howard.
Who?
Howard.
Howard? How do you know his name is Howard?
Because
Because what?
our Father and Lord in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
Who?
Hallowed be thy name.
Howard be thy name?
Howard be thy name.
This is why we must become as ye little children to seek after the kingdom of God and become as children are to see the kingdom of God because they're so pure, they're so innocent, and they're so...
Well, that's not why we have to become as children, being pure and innocent. It's because we've got to learn from being a children again. It's not because they're pure and innocent. We've got to be like children. It's because we've got to learn from the beginning, pretty much, when we come to the Lord. That's why it is. But, you know, whatever your interpretation. But yeah, I thought it was quite funny. Right, back to it.
More bear the ark upon your shoulders.
Now,
Now,
you got
therefore,
it. That's all right.
serve the Lord your God, and minister unto his people Israel, and prepare you after your families and kindreds, according as David the king of Israel prescribed, and according to the magnificence of Solomon his son, and standing in the temple according to the several dignity of the families of you the Levites.
This is the one, obviously, that I got shown earlier. I didn't realize he put the link in so quick. Same joke, just an older guy saying it, obviously.
What is God's name?
Howard.
How do you know? How do you know God's name is Howard?
Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
Mad. I'd never heard that one before. To be honest. And that's meant all because it's so obvious of a joke to do.
Minister in the presence of your brethren, the children of Israel, offer the Passover in order, and make ready the sacrifices for your brethren, and keep the Passover according to the commandment of the Lord, which was given unto Moses. And unto the people that was found there, Josiah gave 30,000 lambs and kids, and 3,000 calves. These things were given of the king's allowance, according as he promised, to the people, to the priests, and to the Levites. And Hilkias, Zacharias, and Silas, the governors of the temple, gave to the priests for the Passover 2,600 sheep and 300 calves. And Jeconias, and Semaías, and Nethaniel his brother, and Asabias, and Ochiel, and Joram, captains over thousands, gave to the Levites for the Passover.
I can't remember much about Esdras in Scripture, but does Esdras in Scripture mention these people too? Like Nathaniel, Jeconias, Semaías, and Ochiel, and Joram. I'm sure I'm sure Nathaniel's mentioned and Joram's mentioned. But does the book of Esdras, if anybody remembers, mention these people as well?
Over 5,000 sheep and 700 calves. And when these things were done, the priests and Levites, having the unleavened bread, stood in very comely order according to the kindreds, and according to the several dignities of the fathers before the people, to offer to the Lord, as it is written in the book of Moses. And thus did they in the morning. And they roasted the Passover with fire, as appertaineth. As for the sacrifices, they sod them in brass pots and pans with a good savour, and set them before all the people. And afterward they prepared for themselves, and for the priests their brethren, the sons of Aaron.
I'm sure they
For
would
the priests offered the fat until night, and the Levites prepared for themselves, and the priests their brethren, the sons of Aaron. The holy singers also, the sons of Asaph, were in their order, according to the appointment of David, to wit, Asaph, Zechariah.
Well, that makes sense, because you hear about Asaph and all that in Psalms, don't you? And it's talking about songs and that here, isn't it? Talking about David, Asaph, and that. Okay, so, they interlink with that.
And Jeduthun, who was of the king's retinue. Moreover, the porters were at every gate. It was not lawful.
Yeah, it does. It looks like a bit of lineage. What? So, right, so Ezra itself looks like a bit of lineage as well. I can't remember. It's been a while since I've been in Ezra. It's been a long time since I've been in Ezra, to be honest. It's not one of the most common, like, Old Testament books that I've read, but obviously I've read it. But yeah, I can't remember much about it, to be honest. I'm sure we'll be getting there soon. I mean, what's the last book of the Old Testament? It's Malachi, isn't it? Ezra is not too far from the end, is it? List of Old Testament. So yeah, so Ezra. Oh, no, we've already done Ezra. Sorry. I'm saying we haven't done Ezra. We've already done Ezra. We've already done Ezra and Nehemiah and Esther and Job. I forgot. Wow. I thought we'd still had to do Ezra. We haven't. We've already done Ezra. I can't remember too much about it. Wow. I forgot we'd already done it. I actually thought Ezra was not long before Malachi for some reason. Okay. So we have already done Ezra. Oh, that actually, if you look here, it says it here. When I'm doing the list of the books of the Old Testament, right? It gives you all the list here. Obviously, that's why I keep myself in order on that. But it actually comes to the Apocrypha here, and it's got first and second Esdras, then Tobit, then Judith. So yeah, good. So I can actually keep this as a guide for the Apocryphal ones as well. Ecclesiastes, Songs of Three Children, never heard any of these. Obviously Maccabees, The Idol, Bell and the Dragon, never heard of that. Story of Susanna, Song of Three Children, Baruch and the Epistle of Jeremy. I mean, Ecclesiastes, sorry, that's Ecclesiastes, same thing, isn't it? But the Greek name for it. Weird. Okay, so we're going to have a look at them at some point as well. All right, cool. I was thinking, that was a bit weird because I thought to myself, Ezra, yeah, of course we've done Ezra. So I had to give it a little check. Anyway, back to it.
For any to go from his ordinary service, for their brethren the Levites prepared for them. Thus were the things that belonged to the sacrifices of the Lord accomplished in that day, that
Hey, Lord Racer, good to see you, bro. Good to see you. I'm Reza myself. D Reza, to be more exact. It's Reza. I like it. I like it.
That they might hold the Passover, and offer sacrifices upon the altar of the Lord, according to the commandment of King Josias. So the children of Israel which were present held the Passover at that time, and the feast of sweet bread 7 days. And such a Passover was not kept.
Yeah, like I said, we'll do an hour of this, and then we'll do the TFE Blimmin documentary update, see what he's saying. Put it out about 2 days ago, I think.
In Israel since the time of the prophet Samuel. Yea, all the kings of Israel held not such a Passover as Josias.
Again, it was Can't Fix Stupid. It keeps me up to date on Will Duffy type stuff because I don't go looking. You know what I mean? So, yeah, when anything like new comes up like that, Can't Fix Stupid keeps me up to date in Messenger. Fair play to him. Thanks for that again, David. Bless you, man.
And the priests and the Levites.
It's always good to see what crap Duffy's talking about and see how much he's grifting, especially since it's, you know, it's 2 years coming up. Is it 2 years since the actual experiment? Near enough coming up this year.
And the Jews held with all Israel that were found dwelling at Jerusalem. In the 18th year of the reign of Josias was this Passover kept, and the works, or Josias, were upright before his Lord, with an heart full of godliness. As for the things that came to pass in his time, they were written in former times, concerning those that sinned, and did wickedly against the Lord above all people and kingdoms, and how they grieved him exceedingly, so that the words of the Lord rose up against Israel. Now after all these acts of Josias it came to pass, that Pharaoh the king of Egypt came to raise war at Carchemish upon Euphrates, and Josias went out against him. But the king of Egypt sent to him, saying, What have I to do with thee, O king of Judea? I am not sent out from the Lord God against thee, for my war is upon Euphrates, and now the Lord is with me. Yea, the Lord is with me, hasting me forward. Depart from me, and be not against the Lord. Howbeit Josias did not turn back his chariot from him, but undertook to fight with him, not regarding the words of the prophet Jeremy spoken by the mouth of the Lord, but joined battle with him in the plain of Megiddo, and the princes came against King Josias. Then said the king unto his servants, Carry me away out of the battle, for I am very weak. And immediately his servants took him away out of the battle. Then gat he up upon his second chariot, and being brought back to Jerusalem, died and was buried in his father's sepulchre.
Ooh.
And in all Jewry they mourned for Josias. Yea, Jeremy the prophet lamented for Josias, and the chief men with the women made lamentation for him unto this day. And this was given out for an ordinance to be done continually in all the nation of Israel. These things are written in the book of the stories of the kings of Judah, and every one of the acts that Josias did, and his glory and his understanding in the law of the Lord, and the things that he had done before, and the things now recited, are reported in the book of the kings of Israel and Judea. And the people took Joachaz the son of Josias, and made him king instead of Josias his father, when he was 23 years old. And he reigned in Judea and in Jerusalem 3 months, and then the king of Egypt deposed him from reigning in Jerusalem. And he set a tax upon the land of 100 talents of silver, and 1 talent of gold. The king of Egypt also made King Joachim his brother king of Judea and Jerusalem. And he bound Joachim and the nobles, but Xerxes his brother he apprehended, and brought him out of Egypt. 25 years old was Joachim when he was made king in the land of Judea and Jerusalem, and he did evil before the Lord. Wherefore against him...
So Josias will be King Josiah, won't it? Josias would be King Josiah, I would say. Obviously the Greek name, though.
Nabuchodonosor the king of Babylon came up, and bound him with a chain of brass, and carried him into Babylon. Nabuchodonosor also took of the holy vessels of the Lord, and carried them away, and set them in his own temple at Babylon. But those things that are recorded of him, and of his uncleanness and impiety, are written in the chronicles of the kings. And Joachim his son reigned in his stead. He was made king, being 18 years old, and reigned but 3 months and 10 days in Jerusalem, and did evil before the Lord. So after a year Nabuchodonosor sent and caused him to be brought into Babylon.
Nabuchodonosor. Is that Nebuchadnezzar? I've got to find this out. Nabuch. Yeah, I think it is. Is that Nebuchadnezzar? Yeah, that's King Nebuchadnezzar. So that must be the Latin name for it. Okay. So Nabucodonosor. It's Nebuchadnezzar. Okay. Right. Now I'm getting it.
With the holy vessels of the Lord, and made Zedekias king of Judea and Jerusalem when he was 21 years old, and he reigned 11 years. And he did evil also in the sight of the Lord, and cared not for the words that were spoken unto him by the prophet Jeremy from the mouth of the Lord.
Yeah.
And after that, King Nabuchodonosor had made him to swear by the name of the Lord, he forswore himself and rebelled, and hardening his neck, his heart, he transgressed the laws of the Lord God of Israel. The governors also of the people and of the priests did many things against the laws, and passed all the pollutions of all nations, and defiled the temple of the Lord, which was sanctified in Jerusalem. Nevertheless, the God of their fathers sent by his messenger to call them back, because he spared them and his tabernacle also. But they had his messengers in derision, and look,
Jeremy is Jeremiah, which is obviously quite plain, but I had to make sure, just to make sure I'm on the right lines. So Jeremy is Jeremiah.
when the Lord spake unto them, they
the prophet
made a sport of his prophets. So far forth that he, being wroth with his people for their great ungodliness, commanded the kings of the Chaldees to come up against them, who slew their young men with the sword, yea, even within the compass of their holy temple, and spared neither young man, nor maid, old man, nor child among them. For he delivered all into their hands. And they took all the holy vessels of the Lord, both great and small, with the vessels of the ark of God, and the king's treasures, and carried them away into Babylon. As for the house of the Lord, they burnt it, and brake down the walls of Jerusalem, and set fire upon her towers. And as for her glorious things, they never ceased, till they had consumed and brought them all to naught. And the people that were not slain with the sword he carried unto Babylon, who became servants to him and his children, till the Persians reigned, to fulfill the word of the Lord, spoken by the mouth of Jeremy. Until the land had enjoyed her Sabbaths, the whole time of her desolation shall she rest, until the full term of 70 years. Chapter 2. In the first year of Cyrus king of the Persians, that the word of the Lord might be accomplished, that he had promised by the mouth of Jeremy, the Lord raised up the spirit of Cyrus, the king of the Persians, and he made proclamation through all his kingdom, and also by writing, saying, Thus saith Cyrus, king of the Persians, the Lord of Israel, the Most High Lord, hath made me king of the whole world, and commanded me to build him an house at Jerusalem in Jewry. If therefore there be any of you that are of his people, let the Lord, even his Lord, be with him, and let him go up to Jerusalem that is in Judea, and build the house of the Lord of Israel, for he is the Lord that dwelleth in Jerusalem. Whosoever then dwell in the places about, let them help him, those I say that are his neighbors, with gold and with silver, with gifts, with horses, and with cattle, and other things, which have been set forth by vow for the temple of the Lord at Jerusalem.
Right.
Then the chief of the families of Judea and of the tribe of Benjamin.
So obviously, because of when this was set, this is the first, they were just talking about the first destruction of the temple. Yeah.
Benjamin stood up, the priests also, and the Levites, and all they whose mind the Lord had moved to go up, and to build an house for the Lord at Jerusalem. And they that dwelt round about them, and helped them in all things with silver and gold, with horses and cattle, and with very many free gifts of a great number, whose minds were stirred up thereto. King Cyrus also brought forth the holy vessels, which Nabuchodonosor had carried away from Jerusalem, and had set up in his temple of idols. Now when Cyrus king of the Persians had brought them forth, he delivered them to Mithridates, his treasurer, and by him they were delivered to Sannabessar, the governor of Judea. And this was the number of them, 1,000 golden cups, and 1,000 of silver, censers of silver 29, vials of gold 30, and of silver 2,410, and 1,000 other vessels. So all the vessels of gold and of silver which were carried away were 5,400 threescore and 9. These were brought back by Sanabassar, together with them of the captivity, from Babylon to Jerusalem. But in the time of Artaxerxes, king of the Persians, Belimus, and Mithridates, and Tabellius, and Rathumus, and Beeltethmus, and Semelius, the secretary, with others that were in commission with them, dwelling in Samaria and other places, wrote unto him against them that dwelt in Judea and Jerusalem these letters following. To King Artaxerxes our Lord, thy servants, Rathumus the story writer, and Semelius the scribe, and the rest of their council, and the judges that are in Celesyria and Phoenice. Be it now known to the Lord King, that the Jews that are up from you to us, being come into Jerusalem, that rebellious and wicked city, do build the marketplaces, and repair the walls of it, and do lay the foundation of the temple. Now, if this city and the walls thereof be made up again, they will not only refuse to give tribute, but also rebel against kings. And forasmuch as the things pertaining to the temple are now in hand, we think it meet not to neglect such a matter, but to speak unto our Lord the King, to the intent that, if it be thy pleasure, it may be sought out in the books of thy fathers. And thou shalt find in the chronicles what is written concerning these things, and shalt understand that that city was rebellious, troubling both kings and cities, and that the Jews were rebellious, and raised always wars therein. For the which cause even this city was made desolate. Wherefore now we do declare unto thee, O Lord the King, that if this city be built again, and the walls thereof set up anew, thou shalt from henceforth have no passage into Celesyria and Phoenice. Then the king wrote back again to Rathumus the story writer, to Beeltethmus, to Semelius the scribe, and to the rest that were in commission, and dwellers in Samaria and Syria and Phoenice, after this manner. I have read the epistle which ye have sent unto me, therefore I commanded to make diligent search. And it hath been found that that city was from the beginning practicing against kings, and the men therein were given to rebellion and war, and that mighty kings and fierce were in Jerusalem, who reigned and exacted tributes in Celesyria and Phoenice. Now, therefore, I have commanded to hinder those men from building the city, and heed to be taken that there be no more done in it, and that those wicked workers proceed no further to the annoyance of kings. Then King Artaxerxes, his letters being read, Rathumus and Semelius the scribe, and the rest that were in commission with them, removing in haste toward Jerusalem with a troop of horsemen and a multitude of people in battle array, began to hinder the builders. And the building of the temple in Jerusalem ceased until the 2nd year of the reign of Darius king of the Persians. Chapter 3. Now when Darius reigned, he made a great feast unto all his subjects, and unto all his household, and unto all the princes of Media and Persia, and to all the governors and captains and lieutenants that were under him, from India unto Ethiopia, of 127 provinces. And when they had eaten and drunken, and being satisfied were gone home, then Darius the king went into his bedchamber, and slept, and soon after awaked. Then 3 young men that were of the guard that kept the king's body spake one to another. Let every one of us speak a sentence. He that shall overcome, and whose sentence shall seem wiser than the others, unto him shall the king Darius give great gifts, and great things in token of victory. As to be clothed in purple, to drink in gold, and to sleep upon gold, and a chariot with bridles of gold, and an head tire of fine linen, and a chain about his neck. And he shall sit next to Darius because of his wisdom, and shall be called Darius his cousin. And then every one wrote his sentence, sealed it, and laid it under King Darius his pillow, and said that, when the king is risen, some will give him the writings, and of whose side the king and the 3 princes of Persia shall judge that his sentence is the wisest, to him shall the victory be given, as was appointed. The first wrote, Wine is the strongest. The second wrote, The king is strongest. The third wrote, Women are strongest. But above all things truth beareth away the victory. Now when the king was risen up, they took their writings, and delivered them unto him, and so he read them. And sending forth he called all the princes of Persia and Media, and the governors, and the captains, and the lieutenants, and the chief officers, and sat him down in the royal seat of judgment, and the writings were read before them. And he said, Call the young men, and they shall declare their...
So this Darius they're talking about here is the same King Darius that was Xerxes. You know, like the 300 story, Spartans 300. It's the same Xerxes. is Xerxes' dad, Darius. Apparently, it's the same Darius that was Xerxes, who kind of fought the 300. But Darius was his dad, wasn't he? He took over from his dad, Darius. So that's the same Darius they're talking about here. But I thought that was like 300 years before Christ. Isn't this set like 500 years before? Yeah, it could be talking about a long period. I don't know.
Own sentences. So they were called and came in. And he said unto them, Declare unto us your mind concerning the writings. Then began the first, who had spoken of the strength of wine, and he said thus, O ye men, how exceeding strong is wine! It causeth all men to err that drink it. It maketh the mind of the king and of the fatherless child to be all one, of the bondman and of the freeman, of the poor man and of the rich. It turneth also every thought into jollity and mirth, so that a man remembereth neither sorrow nor debt. And it maketh every heart rich, so that a man remembereth neither king nor governor. And it maketh to speak all things by talents. And when they are in their cups, they forget their love, both to friends and brethren, and a little after draw out swords. But when they are from the wine, they remember not what they have done. O ye men, is not wine the strongest that enforceth to do thus? And when he had so spoken, he held his peace. Chapter 4. Then the second, that had spoken of the strength of the king, began to say, O ye men, do not men excel in strength that bear rule over sea and land and all things in them? But yet the king is more mighty, for he is Lord of all these things, and hath dominion over them, and whatsoever he commandeth them, they do. If he bid them make war the one against the other, they do it. If he send them out against the enemies, they go, and break down mountains, walls, and towers. They slay and are slain, and transgress not the king's commandment. If they get the victory, they bring all to the king, as well the spoil as all things else. Likewise for those that are no soldiers, and have not to do with wars, but use husbandry, when they have reaped again that which they had sown, they bring it to the king, and compel one another to pay tribute unto the king. And yet he is but one man. If he command to kill, they kill. If he command to spare, they spare. If he command to smite, they smite. If he command to make desolate, they make desolate. If he command to build, they build. If he command to cut down, they cut down. If he command to plant, they plant. So all his people and his armies obey him. Furthermore he lieth down, he eateth and drinketh, and taketh his rest. And these keep watch round about him, neither may any one depart, and do his own business, neither disobey they him in anything. O ye men, how should not the king be mightiest, when in such sort he is obeyed? And he held his tongue. Then the third, who had spoken of women, and of the truth, this was Zorobabel, began to speak. O ye men, it is not the great king, nor the multitude of men, neither is it wine that excelleth. Who is it then that ruleth them, or hath the lordship over them? Are they not women? Women have borne the king, and all the people that bear rule by sea and land. Even of them came they, and they nourished them up that planted the vineyards, from whence the wine cometh.
Hey, Matthew, how you doing, man?
Doing very well. Are we reading the Apocrypha?
Yeah, we're reading first Esdras. I'm just going to say Ezra. It's so hard to say Esdras.
Get it? You must have tartan in your mouth.
Got plaid in my mouth, yeah. It must be plaid. Yeah, but how are you able to direct message me from YouTube? I don't get it. From your channel.
Dude, I just stumbled upon that. So I logged into StreamYard. I think it's because we're linked on WhatsApp.
Oh, okay.
It's got something to do with WhatsApp.
Oh, right. Okay, because I'm looking everywhere where I can direct message. Obviously, I can just go to you and direct message you back that way by reply. But I'm looking everywhere. Well, how can I just go direct message someone? I'm like, what the heck's that all about? I've never seen that before.
Yeah, I haven't either, yeah.
I'm like, it's like messaging like WhatsApp would do, but it's YouTube.
Yeah.
Mad. Yeah, I've never read this book before, and I forgot that not long ago we'd done Ezra, and I was thinking we've still to do Ezra, but we'd done it. it's one of those books in the Old Testament that I hadn't read a lot anyway, Ezra. It's one of those books. I mean, you know, when I go to the Old Testament, it tends to kind of be Genesis, you know, the first 5, and then you've got Psalms, and you've got the songs, and, you know, Proverbs, Daniel, stuff like that. Sometimes things like Ezra, stuff like that might get neglected, you know what I mean?
So you're reading Ezra, but it's titled Apocrypha. So Ezra is a book in the Old Testament, right?
Yes, it is. Ezra is. And this is the same Ezra. It's just elaborating on the story, I think.
So
but it's called Ezra. It's called Esdras because it's Greek, I think.
I don't mean to break in and ask a bunch of questions, but like, what's the background of the book? Obviously, Ezra was the author. Who was his audience?
Right. I was just saying that. Well, it's pretty much doing, I would say, right.
So, like, what was going on, like theological things?
Yeah, it's about the rebuilding of the temple, basically, about the coming back together of Jerusalem and stuff after the first destruction of the temple.
So this is coming back from the Babylonian.
Yes, absolutely.
Exile.
Yeah, but I think it's. I don't know. It seems much. I'm not that I remember much from Ezra, but the people are the same. Like there's just names like King Nebuchadnezzar, and here is called King Nebuchadnezzar or something like that. And
right.
Jeremiah is called Jeremy. So it's just like it's very similar, but just the names are Greek, I suppose. I don't know. I mean, I've seen people have told me these books are definitely they should have been. I mean, why aren't they canonical? I mean, they're kind of added in with the original King James, aren't they? These two, first and second Esdras. I mean, even if you go to like if you go to like I was showing now that like list of Old Testament stuff from Wikipedia, they're even listed at the bottom with Tobit and stuff in these books. Like, see, I don't know much about apocryphal books. That's why I'm interested. Obviously, I like Enoch, but when it comes to Enoch 2 and 3, definitely not so much. But yeah, so you've got your normal and then Apocrypha down here. And it's obviously the first two is first and second Esdras, Tobit, Judith. I've never heard of, I mean, Ecclesiastes or something must just be like Ecclesiastes. Baruch and the Epistle of Jeremiah has got to be something to do with Jeremiah. Songs of the Three Children, never heard of it. Story of Susanna, never heard of it. The Idol Bell and Dragon, never heard of it. Prayer of Manasseh, heard of it. Maccabees 1 and 2, heard of it. So I think some of them are much and such the same, but I don't know. Let me just, I wonder if it is
it should be the same. It's the same book.
Yeah, that's what I would have thought. What is that? Right, so yeah.
And Ezra, so Ezra was a prophet.
Yeah, Ezra's a prophet, minor prophet, wasn't it? Minor.
What's the difference between a major and a minor prophet?
I don't know. I don't really know because even I think they're just the ones that are more spoken about, like your major prophets are Isaiah and people like that who made. But I don't know. I think it depends on the amount of prophecy. I don't know that it's in scripture. I mean, I don't think back then, like Jeremiah said, oh, by the way, I'm a minor prophet. Oh, nice. I'm a major prophet. I'm sure it wasn't like that, you know.
Or it's like I'm a bishop of Constantinople. Oh, I'm a bishop of Rome.
Yeah, right. Just like those minor major prophets in scripture. I mean, there's plenty more prophets in scripture that are not part of the major and minor prophets, but they're still prophets. You know what I mean? So,
Jonah a major or minor prophet? Because seems to me, he's kind of like a major prophet.
To me, he would be, but he's not listed as one, is he? Oh, wow. So, yeah, your major and minors. It sounds like music to me. So, yeah, I just thought they were interesting. And I thought it'd be interesting to see if there's a different spin in it. But, you know, I can't remember much about Ezra anyway.
How long is it? How long's the book?
Oh, wow. I should have just... I know in length of this, it's an hour long. So, and the second one's an hour and 40 or an hour and 50. So let me just find out how many chapters. How many chapters?
Rebuilding the temple. So he shows up. He shows up, and there's nothing there. He starts rebuilding it one brick at a time.
And
he's probably surrounded by his enemies.
Nine chapters. Okay. Yeah, because even like Josiah, King Josiah in this is called Josias, Josiasis or something like that.
And so, Josiah was actually a good king.
Good king, yeah. He was mentioned just before Nebuchadnezzar, I think.
Was he in the lineage of? Was he a descendant of David? Josiah had to be a descendant of David, right? So he was probably an ancestor of Jesus, of the Lord Jesus Christ.
Well, if he's a descendant of David, then he is, yeah, 100%. Let me just find something else. There's one, two. Is the same as, well, hold on, same way as Ezra. All right, hold on. 1 and 2 Ezra, not the same story as the canonical book of Ezra. Ezra is just the Greek and Latin variation of the name Ezra. Well, we knew that, but the contents and themes are completely different. Okay. Esdras is a historical and canonical book of the Old Testament. It covers the return of the Jewish exile from Babylon to Jerusalem. But so does this a little bit. First Ezra, this is an alternative expanded version of the canonical Ezra. So it's the same. I just asked if it was the same story, and it said no. Yes, it is the same story.
That's crazy.
It's expanded. So it's contradicting itself. This is not a historical account of all the book of Scourby. 4 Ezra focused on visions. So 2nd Ezra focuses on visions and stuff, and the coming of the Messiah. 2nd Ezra, the second book.
That makes me question in my mind which parts are expanded, because that might make a huge difference. You know what I mean?
It might be. It might do. It might do. I haven't heard anything that sounds bad or anything to me. I mean, all I've heard is good reports about these two books. So I don't know. We'll see. If you notice anything, then give me a shout.
No, I don't have the book of Ezra memorized.
No, but it's here. It's in words, yeah. So I'm saying if you notice anything
I have to follow along.
Of course, but I'm just saying
the King James. Okay.
If you notice anything,
okay, cool.
That you remember from Ezra that's not in that something says here that might say contradictory or whatever, then shout me, because I might not know, because I don't remember Ezra much. You know. Shall we continue?
Am I muted? I'm muted. Drop out and come back.
No, you're not. You're not muted. No, you're not. I can hear you. No, it's me. To him, it's me. It's muted. It's never him. It's muted. It's me to him. When that happens, when I change something, and here change the what we're watching or what's on screen, for some reason Matthew always finds me muted. He's not muted, even though he says I'm muted. It wasn't him. It was muted. It's me. To him, it's muted. Weird. I don't know why that happened. I heard you. You saying, "Oh, I'm muted." No, you're not muted. It's me that's muted to you. I don't know why that happens. It only happens to you. Well, it used to happen to Roger now and again, depending whether he was on his phone or not. Right. Let's continue.
These also make garments for men. These bring glory unto men, and without women cannot men be. Yea, and if men have gathered together gold and silver, or any other goodly thing, do they not love a woman which is comely in favor and beauty? And letting all those things go, do they not gape, and even with open mouth fix their eyes fast on her? And have not all men more desire unto her than unto silver or gold, or any goodly thing whatsoever? A man leaveth his own father that brought him up, and his own country, and cleaveth unto his wife.
Well, that's very scriptural.
Yeah, I've heard that quoted a time or two.
And then the two will become one flesh. But it doesn't say that there, but it's very scriptural.
Yeah, right. Preach on. Tell him, PJ.
Go on, Alexander. Tell us, Alex.
He sticketh not to
I can't remember him as an actor. Can you? Can you remember him in any cowboy films? Alexander
His
Scourby?
name seems like much more familiar to me than his picture.
Yeah, he's an actor. Let me just.
I think it was before our time, though.
But I'm sure my dad would have watched films with him in it. If he was a cowboy actor, kind of thing.
A Western guy, or
Yeah, I'm sure he was a Western guy.
He's got a Western name, Alexander Scourby, in The Magnificent Seven.
Yeah, well, actually, it looks like the picture that came up literally looked like the Magnificent Seven, dude. What? It literally did. Looks like someone from the Magnificent.
Yul Brynner, Alexander Scourby.
Where's the one I see? This one. This is him. That's a Magnificent Seven picture if I ever seen one. So yeah, he was in those kind of movies. Which genre of movies? Oh, come on, wrong one. Film noir, historical, biblical. Oh, you did biblical epics, nice, and prestige drama. So it wasn't just. You did quite a bit there. 50s. No, I've seen plenty of 50s films, so I dare say I would have seen them. The Big Fisherman, Victory at Sea. So he did a lot of maritime stuff as well. Okay, cool.
And his life with his wife, and remembereth neither father, nor mother, nor country. By this also ye must know that women have dominion over you. Do ye not labor and toil, and give and bring all to the woman?
We started Jeremiah as well. We need to get back at Jeremiah, because I'd started that about 2 weeks ago, didn't I? Maybe more, and we haven't done anything from it since. So we'll have to get back into that. Then get the Old Testament finished and start the New Testament.
Yea, a man taketh his sword, and goeth his way to rob and to steal, to sail upon the sea and upon rivers, and looketh upon a lion, and goeth in the darkness. And when he hath stolen, spoiled, and robbed, he bringeth it to his love. Wherefore a man loveth his wife better than father or mother. Yea, many there be that have run out of their wits for women, and become servants for their sakes. Many also have perished, have erred and sinned for women.
Mm-hmm.
And now do ye not believe me?
Yep, including King David.
Is not the king great in his power? Do not all regions fear to touch him? Yet did I see him and Apame, the king's concubine, the daughter of the admirable Barticus, sitting at the right hand of the king, and taking the crown from the king's head, and setting it upon her own head. She also struck the king.
I'm Barticus. No, I'm Barticus.
Her left hand. And yet for all this, the king gaped and gazed upon her with open mouth. If she laughed upon him, he laughed also.
It doesn't allow you to send messages, says not available. I think it may be quite a new thing, Lord Racer. I'm sure I had a little notification about something to do with messages on YouTube before. But like when I got it from Matthew, it came through as a request, a message request. And then I'm sure he sent it last night, but then I forgot about it until now. Because, yeah. I don't know. It's weird. I don't know how to activate it. I don't know how it starts. I just like you can't just go on your phone app and it's there. I don't know how you did it.
Yeah, a couple times. All it was a couple times it asked me. Like I would send what was I doing? I was trying to send you a message, or I think I got off of StreamYard. And it said, do I want to send you a message? And a couple times I said no, but this last night, right, I was like, screw it, I'll do it. And I sent them. I just sent you that message there, and it's like a text message through YouTube. I don't know.
Yeah. It's weird. Well, I just don't know how you do it or activate it. Maybe it'll just take a while for everybody's apps and browsers and YouTube to be updated all over. Because I've noticed that sometimes, like when they changed the chat from channel names to handle names, it changed at all different times. Like for a while, I still had the channel names and everybody else had the tag names, you know. handle names or whatever. Like mine now, the chat has gone to a wide version. The chat's wide, but to some other people, it'll still be skinny. Yeah, it just depends. It takes a while to catch up, maybe. But I've no idea how to do it. I'm just replying to it. You know, it comes up as YouTube. When I reply back, it comes up as YouTube. But I can't just go to YouTube, then find a place to go message people. You know, I'm just replying to Matthew. I can't go there and say, like, all right, I'm going to go message Baza through YouTube. I'll do that. The only way I could do that is tag his name and put it in a post. Maybe it's to do with your posts. I don't know. Maybe it's a function in posts. Not sure.
Dude, I am so happy that this is going to actually drive you crazy. Get to the bottom of it, PJ.
Look, what you mean, like plaid and tartan?
No, yeah, like plaid and tartan. Yeah, I think it's going to bother you just as much.
I'll get to the bottom of it at some point.
She took any displeasure at him. The king was fain to flatter that she might be reconciled to him again. O ye men, how can it be but women should be strong, seeing they do thus? Then the king and the princes looked one upon another. So he began to speak of the truth. O ye men, are not women strong?
Oh, you're absolutely. I'm glad. Yeah, you'd be glad you left after Cobra Kai, because the film we watched was absolute garbage. Absolute garbage. The reviews I watched was led to believe it made it look brilliant. It is absolute crud. Crud. It was crud, bro.
Well, thank God for that.
Thank the Lord. It was just full of boobies and stuff, and it was meant to be about some kind of conspiracy. And like in chat, like sometimes we put scores up, so I actually put a 0 up for this one. Then Jono Edward puts up an 8. I'm like, Jono, the good films you're putting bloody low scores, and the crap films you're high. He says it's only because it had boobies in it. He put an 8. I'm like, dude. Yeah, well, boobies is all well and good. They're fine if it's you and your wife together, but not all displayed on the bloody screen.
Each man his own critique, PJ.
Well, there you go. There you go. Funny.
Great is the earth, high is the heaven, swift is the sun in his course, for he compasseth the heavens round about, and fetcheth his course again to his own place in one day. Is he not great that maketh these things? Therefore great is the truth, and stronger than all things. All the earth crieth upon the truth, and the heaven blesseth it. All works shake and tremble at it, and with it is no unrighteous thing. Wine is wicked, the king is wicked, women are wicked, all the children of men are wicked, and such are all their wicked works, and there is no truth in them. In their unrighteousness
I think that means they're all wicked. All wicked.
Also they shall perish. As for the truth, it endureth and is always strong. It liveth and conquereth forevermore. With her there is no accepting of persons or rewards, but she doeth the things that are just, and refraineth from all unjust and wicked things. And all men do well.
How's that? The sun has a circuit in the sky. What was said? What have I missed? What have I missed? How's that? The sun has a circuit in the sky. Why are we saying this, Baza? What have we missed? Mine is wicked. Was it before this?
Lost you there for a second, dude. I had a phone call.
Yeah, you dropped that. Yeah, cool. No, Baza just said, how is that? How's that? The sun has a circuit in the sky. What are we talking about?
The circuit in the sky?
Back a few verses. Okay, so something must be said within this. No, that's that.
You're going to look at the sun's circuit. Well, it is in English, so it's probably hard for you to read, PJ.
No.
Things. And all men do well like of her works. Neither in her judgment is any unrighteousness.
Unrighteousness. So it's before wicked. So it's before this still. Come on. Right.
Neither in her judgment is any unrighteousness. And she is the strength, but she doeth the things that are wicked. And such are all crieth upon the truth, and the heaven blesseth it. All work.
Oh, is it round here? And the heaven, the great making, therefore the great truth is stronger. All the earth crieth upon the truth, and the hath blessed it, and the work shake and the temple and with it. Swift is the sun in his course, for he compasseth the heavens round about, and fetcheth his course again to his own place in one day.
That's cool.
Yeah, to me that's a second.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that to me that's saying it's a second. Oh, I thought you were questioning it, Baza. It's actually saying this sun has a second. Yeah, doesn't it?
Of course he is.
Yeah, that's
yeah. Point. That's a point for Baza.
Absolutely, Baza. Nice one, bro. Nice one. So that's Ezra chapter 4:34. First Ezra chapter. Esdras. I can't
oh my God, we're never going to get
horrible word. Such a horrible word.
We're never going to get through it.
But that's great. Yeah, man. That's telling you this. It's got a sakis there. A sakit there. Excellent. Right, zap it forward a bit if I can. Right. There we go.
The king is wicked, the king is wicked, women are wicked, all the children of men are wicked, and such are all their wicked works, and there is no truth in them. In their unrighteousness also they shall perish.
Oh,
As for
yes.
the truth,
that was good.
That came out. You were dropped out when I says it looks like everybody's wicked.
I like that one. That's actually, there's nothing has changed in mankind since that has been since that was penned.
Right.
Nothing has changed.
Exactly. Wine is wicked, the king is wicked, women are wicked, all the children of men are wicked, and such are all their wicked works, and there is no truth in them. In their unrighteousness also they shall perish. Right? And without Jesus, we would continue to perish, all of us. Absolutely, because look, I mean, that's kind of what we're born into.
Yeah. That's the war. Yeah, we're born into a war, baby.
Absolutely.
A war of life and death.
Literally. Yeah. Eternally.
Amen.
Is always strong, it liveth and conquereth forevermore. With her there is no accepting of persons or rewards, but she doeth the things that are just, and refraineth from all unjust and wicked things, and all men do well like of her works.
Oh, by the way, Baza,
neither in her
well spotted, by the way, Baza. Well spotted. Spotted. I didn't spot that one at all.
Judgment is any unrighteousness, and she is the strength, kingdom, power, and majesty of all ages.
Dude, that's cool.
Blessed be the God of truth.
Hey, pause it, PJ.
And with that, he held.
That's part of the Lord's Prayer right there.
It certainly is.
The Lord Jesus Christ, he put that in the Lord's Prayer.
This would be the truth. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Not in them words, but absolutely. Same principles.
So what is Ezra's talking about right here? What's the subject of what he's talking about?
Well, it's at the minute there's quite a few. I
can't see it.
I'm
getting old.
And this is peace. Right, so after wine is wicked, the king is wicked.
What verse is he in? Wine is wicked? Yeah. Okay. As for the truth.
No, you passed that.
Okay, so his subject is the truth. As for the truth, it endureth, and is always strong. It liveth and conquereth forevermore.
Absolutely.
With her, there is no accepting of persons or rewards.
She doeth the things that are just, and refraineth from all unjust and wicked things, and all men do well like of her works. Yeah.
Neither in her is any unrighteousness, and she is the strength,
kingdom, judgment power, is any unrighteousness, and she is the strength, kingdom, power, and majesty of all ages. Blessed be the God of truth.
Dude, that's so cool.
Absolutely.
The Lord Jesus Christ is the truth of the world. He's the light of the world.
But when you were saying what topic, I mean, they're kind of talking about. He's kind of talking about a lot of stuff here. So I thought you meant kind of like overall topic. But yeah, truth, absolutely.
So truth, yeah, truth is a person.
Oh yes,
it's the Lord Jesus Christ.
It's the way, the truth, and the life. So absolutely. That's why we are followers of the way.
That's right. The way, the truth, the life, and the light of the world.
Absolutely, 100%. 100%. And apparently, second Esdras talks more about the coming of the Messiah and stuff. So that'll be good when we get onto the second book.
Overcomes the world, bro.
Overcomes
And
the
all
world,
the people then
100%.
shouted and said, Great is truth.
Which
and might
means he overcomes Satan.
And death.
And death has been defeated, 100%.
We're
above
bonding.
all things.
Yeah, well, plaid and tartan, you know.
I'm plaid, you're tartan. Oh,
Absolutely,
that's so cool.
100%.
We got some handles now.
And not just love handles.
Then said the king unto him, Ask what thou wilt more than is appointed in the writing, and we will give it thee, because thou art found wisest. And thou shalt sit next me, and shalt be called my cousin.
All right.
Then said he unto the king, Remember thy vow, which thou hast vowed to build Jerusalem, in the day when thou camest to thy kingdom.
I'll leave this playing. If you want me to stop when I get back and go back to something, let me know. I'm going to grab a coffee.
To send away all the vessels that were taken away out of Jerusalem, which Cyrus set apart.
Actually,
And he vowed.
I'll wait till we get to the end of this chapter, because then we'll go on to the next topic, because we've done over an hour on this. I know we've stopped a few times. We'll get more of it done next time. But yeah, we'll get on to the next topic, which is Duffy. Duffy talking about his docu, the update. So let this chapter finish, then I'll make a coffee.
To destroy Babylon, and to send them again thither. Thou also hast vowed to build up the temple which the Edomites burned when Judea was made desolate by the Chaldees. And now, O Lord the King, this is that which I require, and which I desire of thee, and this is the princely liberality proceeding from thyself. I desire, therefore, that thou make good the vow, the performance whereof with thine own mouth thou hast vowed to the King of heaven. Then Darius the king stood up and kissed him, and wrote letters.
And that's Darius as in Xerxes' dad. Xerxes from 300.
The God man.
It's the God man's dad, yeah. That's
the God King.
The God King. Even a God King can bleed.
For him unto all the treasurers, and lieutenants, and captains, and governors, that they should safely convey on their way both him.
There's an ancient manuscript. It's in existence. It's a part of the historical record where the Greeks, right? Those people like the Spartans, what we're talking about, they wrote a letter to the Jews, so-called Jews, right? So I guess the kingdom of Judea. And the kingdom of the north, right? But they write this letter and they tell them through some ancient book that they were reading, they found out that they were they were descendants of Abraham also.
What, the Spartans?
Yeah. And then the Jews reply and they say, yeah, we recognize it. Like they recognize what they're talking about.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
Well, isn't it? Especially since they were pagans as well, you know what I mean? So, like, it shows how far away from God they went, you know, if they're pagans, and especially if they descend from believing in Yahweh. And not mad. And it's really mad that they're descending and it's recognized. Mad. Weird. 300 as well.
Yeah. Xerxes, right there in the Bible.
That's the one, the God King. He's gold and is about 8 foot tall. After he come out the gold pool, you know. I mean, the film's great, but you know, stick to bloody what's known in
it's kind of gay.
It's still but it's good fight. It is, there's a lot of gay in it. That's why there was a parody made of it. You know, remember the Spartans where they're skipping and stuff. But yeah, they did kind of look a little gay. But every single one of them had bloody abs, sprayed on abs.
And all those that go up with him to build Jerusalem. He wrote letters also unto the lieutenants that were in Celesyria and Phoenice, and unto them in Libanus, that they should bring cedar wood from Libanus unto Jerusalem, and that they should build the city with him. Moreover, he wrote for all the Jews that went out of his realm up into Jewry concerning their freedom, that no officer, no ruler, no lieutenant, nor treasurer should forcibly enter into their doors, and that all the country which they hold should be free without tribute.
It goes to chapter 9, this one. So yeah, we'll probably finish it next time we do it.
And that
God
the
willing.
Edomites should give over the
Yes,
villages of the
God
Jews,
willing.
which then they held. Yea, that there should be yearly given 20 talents to the building of the temple until the time that it were built, and other 10 talents yearly to maintain the burnt offerings upon the altar every day, as they had a commandment to offer 17. And that all they that went from Babylon to build the city,
To maintain the burnt offerings, don't you just do a burnt offering and mind you, is a burnt offering is a burnt offering's a thanks offering, and it depends what offering it is, I suppose, doesn't it?
Exactly.
Yeah, it depends, I suppose. I suppose if it's a thanks offering, they're going to continue doing that every day. But if it's a sin offering, they're only going to do it when they think they've sinned, I suppose. I don't know.
should have free liberty, as well they as their posterity, and all the priests that went away. He wrote also concerning the charges and the priests' vestments wherein they minister, and likewise for the charges of the Levites, to be given them until the day that the house were finished, and Jerusalem builded up.
You know when they sacrificed to God before the law, before commandments or anything, before the law, they sacrificed to God anyway, didn't they? They sacrificed to Yahweh. And God didn't say to do that, did he? Or did he? But why do you think they did that? If it wasn't atoning for sin, do you think it was just as?
It seems as though PJ. It seems as though that they had instruction from God, right? Because God is going to instruct people how to worship Him, right? And it seems as though that they had that instruction
from the start,
enough to know whether or not one sacrifice would be worthy and one would be unworthy.
Right. But do you think they did it? Do you think they had that instruction directly, or do you think they did it unto God for thanks originally?
Yeah, well, I think when God cursed, what's his name? Cain. What Cain?
Oh, right.
When God, he spoke to him face to face.
Of course, yeah, because that was the whole reason of Abel getting killed, wasn't it? Because the offering thing. Yeah, of course, I never thought about that. So even back then, at that point, there was offerings going on. So I suppose God must have said something, yeah. He must have. But then it became law. But would you say that still men would have done it off their own backs as like thanks offerings and stuff? Do you think they still would have done that?
If they would have done...
rather than religiously? Do you think they still would have done it off their own backs rather than...
Yeah, I think if... Like, what do you mean? Like, if a man has an experience with the living God, would he make...
Back then, do you think they would have just like, oh, right, I'm going to burn this to that God, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure. I mean, there are men that we don't have any idea about that God revealed himself to.
So,
right?
Yeah.
So, like, even Melchizedek, right? We don't know nothing about that guy, but he was a priest, right?
Yeah.
So he had some knowledge on God that we are not privy to today.
Of course, absolutely. But as I says, I think they were given instruction. Noah was given instruction after the flood. That's true. So they were probably given instruction in Genesis at the beginning, somewhere. So, yeah. But I dare say that maybe after that instruction, they may be like, I don't know, off their own backs, like you say, if they had an experience, maybe would have just done it off their own backs as well. But yeah, I often wondered that. I like before the law, like, because obviously it said then, right, that grain offerings for this, that and burnt offerings for that you have to do this for that sin, you have to cut the entrails out of that for that sin, burn that, separate that, but I often wondered, well, they sacrificed before the law, so was it God that directly told them, or was this off their own back sort of thing? But obviously God, I must have told them, I mean, he gave Adam all the bloody knowledge that he needed, call the animals this and that and whatever. So I suppose maybe
it's funny, like before the law, right? So there's always been law, right?
Of course, but before the law was official, yeah.
Right, but the 10 Commandments, right?
Yes.
To be specific, right?
Yeah.
Right. So before the 10 Commandments, there was law, right? Yeah. And the law was like from Adam and Eve, the law was do not eat from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, right? The day you eat of it, you will surely die. But also in the law was to
Keep the seventh day
reproduce.
holy.
It was reproduce and multiply.
And keep the seventh day holy, sort of thing.
No. Well, yeah.
No, Sabbath type thing.
The day, yeah, sure.
I mean, they were all. I mean, God said that.
The Sabbath, yeah, but the Sabbath day comes in under Moses' law.
Of course.
It could have been a law previous to that, but we don't have a record of it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah. Hold on, but God rested on the seventh day in Genesis, didn't He?
Right.
Did He not say to keep that day holy? Even then.
No, it's only in Moses' law that they are commanded to keep that day holy. For in 6 days God created the heavens and the earth.
See, but it's referring back to Genesis, obviously. It's referring back to one. I mean, okay. Right. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. For some reason, I was thinking that God said to keep that day holy after. Okay, no, that makes sense, though. It makes sense because, yeah, Moses was given that. No, he was given to sort of like, it was Moses' kind of job to write all that down, wasn't it? So, yeah. Cool. Was that by that? I think it was in Jubilees. It says, man has stopped the feasts and sacrifices. So Noah was instructed on how to do them all. Right. Okay. So, but yeah, it's still implied that they did it before Noah anyway. So yeah, got you.
Yeah, and it's interesting. Like, we don't know what Moses had, if this, like, because Moses is writing this thousands of years after the events.
Of course.
Right. So we don't know what Noah had. Like, did Noah bring a divine revelation from God in print on the ark? Like, what books? Was Moses aware of these books through his Egyptian background, or?
Yeah, I get it.
You know what I mean? Like,
do you know what gets me as well when people say, "Well, God is not a very brilliant God if He had to rest on the seventh day." I mean, when it says rested, it doesn't mean to say He was tired and worn out. It means He ceased working. That's what it says. That's all it means. He stopped doing it. He rested doing it. I mean, you say things like that now. I mean, you rest from doing something. It doesn't mean to say when you rest from something, it doesn't always mean to say you're tired. It just means sometimes you just stop doing it. You know what I mean? He rested from doing it. He stopped doing it. He ceased doing it. That's what I think it means anyway. It doesn't mean to say he got tired.
Right.
It's a silly thing to say.
You got the wrong emphasis on the wrong syllable.
Right. That's great.
Give to all that kept the city pensions and wages. He sent away also all the vessels from Babylon that Cyrus had set apart, and all that Cyrus had given in commandment, the same charged he also to be done, and sent unto Jerusalem. Now, when this young man was gone forth, he lifted up his face to heaven toward Jerusalem, and praised the King of heaven, and said, From thee cometh victory, from thee cometh wisdom, and thine is the glory, and I am thy servant.
Yeah.
Blessed art thou who hast given me.
So that, yeah, you're right. God said, like, to keep the seventh day holy. It was first mentioned. Well, says it in Exodus. So, yeah, that would be right with Moses and that. Then, okay. Remember the Sabbath day, and to keep the holy. The seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord your God. Right, yeah, and that was in Exodus.
Keep reading, because it tells you why. This law tells you why.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm not in the actual scripture. It's just quoted the first part of it.
That's my favorite commandment, bro. I love it's the fourth commandment, right? Remember the Sabbath to keep it holy. It tells you why.
Remember the Sabbath to keep it holy. 6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work. But the seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord and thy God. In it thou shalt not do any work, thou nor thy son, nor thy daughter, thy manservant, nor thy maidservant, nor thy cattle, nor thy stranger that is within their gates. For in the 6 days the Lord made heaven and earth, the sea, and all that is in them, and rested the seventh day. Wherefore the Lord blessed the Sabbath day and hallowed it.
So there's evening and morning in the seventh day, right?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, he's talking about a 24-hour day, like an ordinary
Of course
day.
it is. Of course it is.
He numbers it, right?
Yeah.
he says he created the heavens and the earth in 6 days. Like they were
Right.
days just like this was a day.
Of course.
Like
I mean,
just like this is a day.
absolutely, 100%. I believe.
It's Saturday. Happy Saturday.
I've always believed that the days were literal days. That's just cute. Three Noah's father. Three Noah scrolls, Noah's father. Noah's fathers. Oh, hold on. Basil said something else before that. I was thinking that didn't make sense in its own. Abraham also found a bunch of preserved scrolls in a cave from preserved Noah scribes. That's where he learned about God as a lad.
Oh, wow. What a picture. What a picture, man. Like, who knows? So Abraham was in Iran, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, and he's a Hebrew. He crossed over the river. Right?
Yeah.
But how did he, I guess, I don't know. In the Bible, it seems like for some reason or another, God reveals himself to Abraham. And Abraham, he is like that experience. He doesn't rationalize the experience or write it off. He doesn't ignore it. He's obedient to the encounter. Like, you know what I'm saying? So God reveals himself to Abraham.
Yeah.
So I don't know why.
The scripture doesn't say anything about Abraham finding scrolls, though, does it? Not our canonical scripture.
It doesn't. But I don't know what Baza is referring to. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, that's cool, but here he is. Nice. Hey, Baza. Yeah, what scrolls are you talking about?
Yeah,
this is not canonical, is it?
No, it's in I think it's in I don't remember if it's Jubilees or Jasher that I read it.
Right. Okay. So I haven't read them yet. Cool. So
I hope it's in Jasher.
That'd be cool. Where?
There's a story in there. Basically, it did. You know, both of those books essentially are kind of like how the Gospels are, right? Like Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, right? It's like a kind of a slightly different telling of Genesis. So you get different details. You get the same main story, and then you get different side details.
Right.
But yeah, in one of those, there's a mention that Abraham, as a boy, he's basically just sitting out at night looking at the stars, trying to figure out what God is.
Right.
Yeah, because his family at this point, his family's they're all pagan and they're worshiping idols, and he doesn't know what God is. So he talks to the stars for a couple of nights, and I don't remember exactly how it goes, but somehow he gets gifted this sight, and I don't remember if he goes blind for a little bit before or not, but he gets gifted this sight of being able to read and things, and he comes across these scrolls that were written. But it said the text says that they were scrolls that were written before Noah, so it was like Noah's father's books of how to, what God is and how to worship God and all these things. And then when he read these things and had an understanding of them, of the rules that we were supposed to follow, that's when he started questioning his father and asking him, why do you have these idols in this tent? And then he started knocking the idols over, and ultimately he burned the tent down, and one of the cousins got burned alive trying to save the idols or something.
Do you mean Noah's father as in Lamech, or Noah's forefathers?
That would be
like the forefathers,
forefathers, right?
Like generational, yeah.
Right.
I've never read Jubilees, right? And this story is unfamiliar to me, so it's probably in Jubilees.
Yeah. Okay. I can't wait to read that.
I think so, because I've summarized Jubilees, but I haven't gotten through summarizing Jasher yet. So I've got notes on Jubilees. I think so. That's probably what it is.
I mean, Jeff Conco already did Jubilee Jasher on his channel. He read out all of Jasher after he did Enoch. But yeah, we'll be getting there at some point as well. That'd be cool. That sounds ace, man. I mean, And why not? And why not? I mean, why not? I mean, we haven't got absolutely every scripture in canon, without a doubt. It says in 2 Timothy 3:16, is it? 2 Timothy 3:16, that all scripture is God-breathed. Not all canonical scripture is God-breathed, but all scripture is God-breathed. So, yes, there are fake scriptures, without a doubt. But just because it's canon doesn't mean to say it's the only scripture. So, yeah.
What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna set a reminder when you do Jubilees that we do it together, PJ.
Absolutely. Well, I'll always send you the links anyway, and WhatsApp or whatever. So yeah, absolutely. That'd be cool to do. That'd be cool. Right, let's get through this chapter 4, then we'll do this stupid video from TFE. That's really interesting, Baz. When you said that, I was like, hold on, scripture doesn't say that though. And I'm trying to remember where in bloody Genesis does it say this. But yeah, obviously it's not. Not all information is there, and you know, we get what we need from canonical scripture without a doubt. I mean, there's plenty in there. Absolutely. The rest is knowledge, and you need discernment and that. But I obviously dare say that not just canonical scripture, but there's scripture outside of canonical scripture that is actual scripture.
For to thee I give thanks, O Lord of our fathers. And so he took the letters and went out and came unto Babylon and told it all his brethren. And they praised the God of their fathers, because he had given them freedom and liberty to go up and to build Jerusalem and the temple which is called by his name. And they feasted with instruments of music and gladness 7 days. Chapter 5.
Music with an IK. Ooh, weird. So chapter 5, next time we do this.
God willing, next time.
Next time,
What
yeah.
do you think, Baza? Baza! You Gadgy. Where are you, Gadgy?
He's there. He's at the top of the screen. He's with us. He's just on mute.
Yeah, sorry, I was reading. What do I think about what?
Nothing, man. What's on your mind today?
What am I thinking about?
I don't know. What are you thinking about?
I think Matthew's playing psychologist. Religious psychologist.
Oh.
No.
Yeah,
I don't know.
We don't want to get into that one, bro. My mind's a dark place.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's real dark out here in the world, for sure.
Without a doubt. Okay. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, we'll continue with that next time. But yeah, we'll have to next time I do a scripture. I'll have to continue with Jeremiah. I forgot we started that. Yeah, we'll do Jeremiah. I don't know how far in we are, but I think we only did one stream on it. Okay, Duffy, let's see what crap you're talking.
Here we go.
Yeah,
hey,
in fact, yes, Father.
Real quick, just so I'm not putting bad information out there. I don't think it was Abraham that found the writings. So it was one of Noah's people that found some cave writings.
Okay. So no, well, that's great. As long as it's good to correct yourself as well. If you find out that you're not right about something, it's great. Always great to correct yourself. No, it's brilliant.
Yeah.
So it's one of Noah's guys.
I think so. I'm gonna have to reread it because I don't know, something about Abraham is stuck in my brain, so I'm gonna have to go back and reread it now so I can make sure I got it right.
Something else about Abraham somewhere else, maybe.
I might have them conscrewed. I don't know.
Yeah. But obviously the information's there somewhere because you're not just going to come out with that.
Right.
So obviously the information's right. You're just wrong about the person that read it. Maybe. Right.
You're so technical, PJ.
So technical, man. Yeah, well, exactly. Plaid and tartan, you know the one. Pedantic.
So, yeah.
It's all flannel.
Exactly.
See, yeah, and to me, flannel, you're right. Flannel's a cloth. To me, the flannel's a face cloth. That's what we call in Scotland. The face cloth is called a flannel. A little square, like a tiny towel, like that, for wiping your face. That's a flannel to me.
You're playing the shell game with the words, PJ. You sound like a Glober right now.
Dude, don't you ever get out of my studio right now. right, from one Glober to the next. Let's listen to this one. Hold on. What Bible is this? The Action Bible. Did I say the Action Bible? Yeah.
The Action Bible.
Yeah.
That's like a comic book Bible.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
That's the Action Bible. Oh,
yeah.
it's maybe kids' Bible, like illustrated.
Yeah, it's for children.
Oh, okay. That's okay then. I'll let him off for that. Heidi? He's reading Heidi.
I don't. That might be Action Bible. That might be too advanced for Duffy. I don't know.
Yeah,
probably is. So. Oh, dude, I didn't realize that's Duffy in the screen. He's got the Action Bible.
Yeah,
so that's so sad. And look at his books; they're gonna fall down. Like the whole bookshelf's gonna fall.
Bible Force. He's got.
Look, he's got coloring books up there.
Math books. He's got math book. Why would you have a math book? Why would you want to read a math book? It's so boring.
What is that? Connect the dot.
He's actually got skulls up here. Look. Oh my goodness! Evolutionary skulls. Look. Look. Little skull, big skull, different shaped skull. Does he actually believe in? He believes in evolution, doesn't he?
He believes in the whole lot of it. I'm sure he believes in everything.
The elongated skulls from Peru.
Yeah. He's open theist as well, isn't he? That what is it? Where the events of the revelation can happen in any order or whenever or whatever. I don't know. Is that what open theism is?
Open theism sounds to me that
I don't know about
all roads lead to the same goal, kind of thing.
Yeah, hold on. I think it's like what it believes about revelation is that it's not necessarily in any order or not necessarily going to happen. I don't know. Hold on.
Well, of course not. That's why they went through all the trouble of numbering the events.
Yeah, exactly. Hold on, let me just.
You got your futurist, right? You got your. What's the other views? Futurist when it comes to the Book of Revelation, and then you got your preterist.
Yeah.
Right? And then there's a third view. Partial. I guess it would be partial preterism.
Which means the futures. Right. Oh, so that's what open theism is. Right. Right. So a Christian theological view proposing that human beings possess genuine free will, which means just because you've got free will, which means the future is not completely settled. So that means that the events of Revelation are not necessarily going to happen. That's what I'm saying. That's what he thinks. They're unfixed because the future is unfixed. Open theism believes God does not exclusively foreknow every future human choice. Oh my goodness. Is that what he believes in God? That God doesn't know what we're going to do?
Probably.
Oh, that is so bullshit.
He's God, dude. This guy is God. What do you mean?
How can you call yourself a Christian and be part of open theism? That is ridiculous. To say that the things of Revelation might not even happen. So what's Revelation about then? What was it written for? Shut up, Duffy, you numpty. I know he hasn't even said this, but I know he believes open theism. He said that. Weirdo. Anyway, let's see what crap he's talking about. Let's put a dislike in that.
Let's put a dislike.
I've got
Not that it matters. It's still interaction, but still, it's just my,
Yeah.
It's my.
Tell him.
Yeah, I don't like you, bro. I love you, but I don't like you.
another massive update about the documentary turned docu-series. We just exceeded halfway.
Yeah, I wonder why the documentary turned into docu-series. Maybe because a docu-series goes on longer, there's more episodes, maybe more views, so more money, maybe. But yeah, he needs that 50 grand to be able to do it. Did you know that he's got a GoFundMe open for 50 grand?
Yeah,
it's a docu-series because they didn't document anything yet.
Yeah, right. Documented absolutely nothing.
He needs 50,000 for editing.
There's got to be that. It's got to be to get a good group this time.
Of our goal of raising $50,000 to turn it from a standalone documentary to
yeah.
Can you imagine raising $50,000 to take an elevation angle measurement to the sun?
No, I couldn't.
You know what I'm saying? Like, are you measuring the sun? Like, you're just gonna measure the sun? Okay. What does that prove again? What would that prove?
Nothing. And how can you prove the distance to the sun? You would need 2 points of reference to be able to get the distance to the sun, and you can only have one. And
well, if you measure the angle,
it's based on a guess of Venus, size of Venus,
the size of Venus, and Kepler's imagination.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
And this is where they base it on. Yeah. It's ridiculous, isn't it?
Yep. But if you measure an angle to the sun above the horizon, what does that prove?
What does it prove? It proves that's the angle to the sun. That's the apparent angle to the sun.
Yeah, geometry. So we're talking Earth measurement.
Yeah.
Right. It proves that the baseline is flat.
Always. It has to be if you're getting that angle. You can't get an angle from a single point. You have to have a baseline of flat. 0. Despite what Jaron said when he was an allegedly flat earther, he said you can get an angle from a single point. How? How can you make something be level on a single point? You'd have to have something balancing either side. That makes no sense. Shut up, Jaron. Shut up, anybody that thinks that. You need a baseline, like you say. It's a flat baseline.
A docu-series. I promise that's what everybody's going to want. Everybody wants to know the whole story of
who wants it. It was meant to be out not last April, the April before. Who wants it? Apart from you guys, I don't want it. I want to make fun of it, but I don't want it.
Everything that happened, and there's too much to tell in a single document.
No, I was going to say nobody wanted it to begin with. They just kind of forced themselves into the limelight somehow.
Mm-hmm.
And still, I mean, aside from us, small percentage of people who care about any of the truth, not all of us who are out here TikTok scrolling and buying Lululemon or whatever the hell.
Right.
Nobody even knows who the hell Duffy is or what TFE is. Nobody cares.
Nobody
wants to know. Nobody wants to know. The only people that want to know already know, and that's us, because we know the truth.
You ask somebody, if I walk out there and ask somebody on the street if you heard about the TFE experiment, the TFE alleged experiment, in Antarctica, and the Will Duffy, they're going to say, no, not at all. I guarantee I could probably ask 100 people, the first 100 people I see, and I guarantee not one of them will know what I'm talking about.
You'd be lucky if half of them know where Antarctica is.
Some of them might not even have had a flat earth yet. You know what I mean?
Some of them might not have heard of Antarctica.
Right.
Documentary. I'll give the update on this at the end. First, I've got to
grab a coffee. I'll leave it playing.
Tell you guys a couple of things that are happening and happened already. It's just kind of too much. And again, the fact that the documentary is not done is going to end up probably being a blessing in disguise, because all of these things that are happening really need to be recorded. So the first one is this. Flat Earth Dave, someone made me aware that he did an interview on a YouTube channel called Apollo the Original. And they sent it to me, and I decided, I guess I'll watch it.
If his documentary, docuseries is a blessing in disguise, then it's a really, really, really good disguise. Really good disguise. Because I don't see any blessing in it, except maybe a laugh. Oh, look.
It's a blessing for them because they can kick the can a little more.
Right, exactly. Hey, Roger, how you doing, man?
Oh, I'm doing good.
Rogelio.
You don't sound too sure about that.
What?
You didn't sound too sure about being good.
Oh, I'm good. Let's woke up, man.
Okay, I got you. So he's got old David Weiss up here. He's pretending to be like an enemy, whining about him. But they're in cahoots, man. They're in cahoots. Without a doubt. Right, coffee time.
Just to kind of see what he's saying now that we're well over a year after our trip to Antarctica, which of course he turned down. And I could not believe the things he was saying on this podcast / interview. We're talking incredible falsehoods. We're talking whoppers here, right? Things that I know from my experience with him and things tied to TFE that he absolutely knows are not true. So let me show you what I'm talking about. This first clip is how he opened the interview.
Yeah. So we get globe people all the time that come on and they say, the Earth is a globe. You guys are idiots. And they go crazy. And I say, okay, what's the radius of your Earth? I don't know. What's the circumference? I don't know. How fast is it spinning at the equator? How far is it from the sun? How did they figure that out? How big is the sun? I don't know.
Sorry, was somebody saying something?
Well, I was getting ready to.
Yeah. Go on then. Yeah. I wasn't near the computer. I did say I was going to make it go.
Yeah, no, I was going to say, I didn't say anything. I was waiting for you.
All right, go for it. What are you going to say?
Yeah, radiuses don't bend.
No, they certainly don't. Radius is a straight line. You know what I mean? It's from the center to the bloody edge of a circle. Simple as that. And it's pi of the circumference, isn't it? Is that right?
That's what they say.
Yeah.
This whole thing is it reminds it's going to become more of a grift. They're going to make more money out of it, make more. If you want to see a WWE style event, you're getting ready to see one.
Yeah.
Dave could kick his ass, dude.
I mean, who's this other dude that they're talking to?
This Apollo. He did an interview with both of them.
So what is he? Is he a flat earther?
He's a skeptic. That's all.
So he's right. So he's on the fence-ish, I suppose. Mm-hmm. And Dave Weiss is knows it's flat earth, pretends to be a flat earther, but doesn't really give a crap.
No, he just wants to make money off of this.
Right.
Yeah.
But he knows it's flat.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I don't know. And I'm like, and you want to debate me on the shape of the earth?
Now, this seems to me a bit strange for Dave Weiss to open this discussion like this, because
I thought this was about the update on the bloody the docu, and now you're talking about Dave Weiss. What the heck?
He ain't got no money, dude. He doesn't have the money he wants.
That's what he's saying. He's saying I invited Flat Earth Dave to Antarctica to measure the elevation angle of the sun above the horizon there.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Dude, this is just like Star Wars 7, 8, 9. That's all this is.
And you hear how he said about it's been a year since the TFE thing. It's near. Look, we're nearly halfway. We're halfway through this year. It's a year and a half. Not a year, dude. It's a year and a half.
It's a blessing in disguise. Remember, PJ.
Yeah, well, it's a really good disguise. Really good disguise.
It's Star Wars 7, 8, and 9.
Right.
It's a fantasy film that you dragging out that nobody wants to see, but you still want to beg for money.
Right. Exactly. I mean, the original when it came, nobody's ever seen, like, since Star Wars. I know it's totally off topic. Star Wars came out in what, 79? 79,
yeah.
79. Nobody's ever seen that same version since it came out in the theaters. Because since 81, it's been changed and changed and changed and changed and changed. So nobody's ever really seen the actual original. And the original wasn't called A New Hope, and it wasn't called Episode 3. It was just Star Wars. It did have a title, but it wasn't A New Hope.
I think it was Star Wars 7, Jupiter's Cock.
Yeah, there you go.
Nice. I don't think it was that, but close.
and Banner's accusing me of being on the grift. This motherfucker is on the grift.
Banner's
yeah, he did a whole show last night with me as a thumbnail.
Why? I mean, what's he doing?
Why? He's trying to get rid of.
Why do these non-believing flat earthers want to get rid of the believing flat earthers? Surely you'd think that the extra evidence that the Bible supports flat earth and the fact that God made it would you'd think they'd be glad of that. But no, they want to. We were here first. Shut up.
It's a two-edged sword, bro.
Yep. They can't accept God, and
that's the two-edged sword that will divide you. I mean, ultimately, if you come to the realization of flat Earth, then you have to come to a realization of creation. Yeah, and that's a hard pill for some people to swallow.
It really is. It really blooming is. It means
they're all mad at God, dude. A lot of them are like.
It means. Ooh, maybe I do go to hell. if I don't do
Well,
something about it. Yeah.
You know, and Saab talks about this point a lot about how people have trouble laying down the globe because you take away their smart, right? It's attacking your ego because you have to
Right.
admit that you're not smart, you're not right anymore. And so
Right.
if you come to the realization that you do live in an enclosed creation, that means that something or someone had to create it. And that means that if you accept that there is a creator, then you're also still having to throw away all the smarts of this evolution and Big Bang and whatever the hell you want to think caused this to happen.
Right.
Now you have to humble yourself to admit that there is a creator, and some people can't take that step.
And to humble yourself to say that I was duped all my life. You know what I mean? Because it's hard to say that, like, oh shit, I was lied to, and I actually believed these things. How stupid was I? You know, when even though you're not stupid, but you know, it's people may think, oh, people think I'm stupid now. And I get it, but you know, the truth will set you free. Simple as that, you know, especially the truth in Christ.
And plus, Bev and Elder Bear running around behind my back. I guarantee you they're in cahoots with them too.
Ugh. What surprise, man!
They're the ones that said that I took all the money and I don't. It's all gone and everything. So.
Roger, you're on the front line, bro. Just take it easy. Keep breathing. Keep moving air, man. You're doing fine.
I see Banjo's doing videos against Josh Monday now. I haven't watched them. I guess it is weird that Josh is in cahoots with Jaren. I mean, why is he doing this? Is he actually shilling? Is he doing something? I mean, I thought Josh was cool, but why would you have anything to do with Jaren? I mean, especially that he's been proven time and time again to be an ass, a liar. And you might be wanting to help Jaren or whatever, but you got to remember what you said about Jesus and praying to Satan, and Jesus can go suck his dick, you know. So that's the type of person that you can help in other ways, and rather than, I mean, I don't know why he's doing this. If it's not shilling reasons, why is he doing it?
I got more respect for Sean in that respect.
Sean,
Kingdom Context. Yeah.
Why?
Just because he's not hanging out with Jaren, you might say.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, he still believes the TFE thing, doesn't he?
Yeah.
But, I get that. I mean, I like Sean. I don't like that I don't like the Unitarian part, but you know, I like Sean. I think he's cool.
Yeah, but otherwise, I think they're all shilling for TFE. They want a Midnight Sun in Antarctica for some reason.
Josh Monday, man, come on, please don't be a shit. Come on. It does my not end because some of these people you like, and then you find out that, I mean, I'm not saying he is shill, but I mean, why would you have anything to do with Jaren, considering you can help him without going to Buenos Aires with him?
Did he go to Iceland with them too?
I don't know.
I think so. Yeah.
Are they going to Antarctica, or are they just going to Buenos Aires?
They're going to Buenos Aires. They're going to go to Star Trail work with the.
Just for that? Why? What's this going to prove?
Nothing. It didn't prove anything. And matter of fact,
why would you be going with Jaren, especially to something to do with flat Earth? His belief in flat Earth should be cemented.
Excuse me, guys.
Without having to do that crap with Jaren, you know.
Jaren's an antichrist anyway. We've already established that.
That was saying. That's why I'm saying. Why is Josh Monday hanging about with him?
They're not going anywhere. They're all just going to sit around and circle jerk each other.
No, it's not. It's not good because I thought he was for the truth.
Yeah. Well, they're hopping on the fence just in case the fence falls one way or the other.
I don't. You know, I'm not walking away from the truth no matter what.
No.
Arguments be used against him. What's the radius of your flat Earth? You don't know? What's the circumference of your flat Earth? Does it even have a circumference? You don't know? Well, how far is your flat Earth from the sun?
This asshole doesn't know what a circumference is.
Yeah. And how he's saying how far is your flat Earth from the sun? Well, how far is your globe from the sun? Because you can't answer that except from what's politically indoctrinated into you. And how you got 93 million miles is ridiculous to an alleged blooming coalesced mass of gas that's in a vacuum. Goes against, it's a contradiction in itself. So the incredulity about flat Earth is just
Well, he's acting like he's got the big dick here, right? I can give you a great circle with 5,400 mile circumference.
Right. We were talking about that yesterday, weren't we, Matthew?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. And
so who's got the big dick?
If we don't even know if the sun's a physical thing or not, how the hell would we know how far it is? If there is a distance to it, it might be some kind of projection. I don't know, but it's certainly not some physical thing floating about in bloody space.
No, it's not. And we're not flying around it neither. And they're getting mad at me because I did a show on dome last night. That's why they're all like, because they don't like the idea of a physical dome. They don't
what?
like
What David Banner and that dome?
Yeah, he don't like a dome. No.
So what do they have instead of a freaking dome or electromagnetism?
Oh yeah, and it could be a bigger ball, in the long run. Yeah.
Oh no, what? They're not saying that, are they?
No, not yet. But that's where they're heading. That's where Dave Weiss is heading too. You can hear.
Yeah, you know how it works. Like when water's like level in a bathtub, but when you go look at a lake, it gets bendy because it's bigger.
Of course.
Yeah. It happens that way every day.
Of course. But so what if you get a bigger bathtub? Would it be bendy then?
Oh, absolutely.
A wee bit, because it's still a bathtub. It's still a bathtub, mind you.
Yeah. You don't understand big spheres, PJ. You just don't understand big spheres.
No, but it's weird that bathtub has to be contained.
Yeah.
How is there any containment for water around the ball? How is there any containment there for that water? There's not.
It's a gravity tub.
Yeah. Of course.
Even Dubé did a show on gravity, and he had another one, levity. They're opposite forces.
Levity.
No, that's what they call it. That's what they call the buoyant force that goes up compared to.
Rather than it'd be like a lighter force rather than a heavy force sort of thing. It's like levity being light, as in so it would float away, sort of thing.
Yeah.
What is the actual definition of levity? Because levity I talk about is like when people are
funny.
you know what I mean? Amusing, light-hearted approach or lack appropriate seriousness. Yeah, I'm talking about that type. Playful demeanor.
You know what kills all this, PJ?
But also, so etymology meaning is right. So it's lightness. It comes from lightness, levitas, like gravitas, I suppose.
Yeah.
Right.
So what the problem, what kills all this stuff is flight.
Well, yeah, absolutely, 100%. What kills it is the fact that they're talking nonsense the whole lot of the way, and any measurements they have got it derives from flat Earth measurements.
I went over to Banner site and I dropped a couple of comments, and including QE's website, the Globe Terminator. He said he basically accused me of being a Glober too. So I said, "This is where I stand."
So David Banner doesn't even like the likes of QE then now.
I don't know. He did a couple of shows where he said that all these military people that are flat earthers and all these Christian people are flat earthers. He doesn't trust them.
Well, he used to come to my stream pretty much every day. So it's only since he's fell out with us he doesn't trust us. It's not the fact that we're Christian flat earthers. Before that, he was fine with us. Before that, it's since he's fell out with us, since the carry on the racism thing and all that, and him being a freaking hypocrite. Yeah. I should have left Vicky to the argument, with David Banner, knowing what I know now. But back then, I was with her. I couldn't just do that. You know what I mean? Knowing what I know now, I would have left her to it. You know what I mean? I would have left her to it.
And he last night he said, "I'm a Vicky simp." This is the title of
who's a Vicky simp? You?
Me. Yeah.
What it said that title last night.
Yeah, that was the title of the stream. I'll show you.
Vicky simp. But what? No, you don't need to show me. But hold on. He's talking about stuff from like 4 or 5 months ago. Then.
Yeah.
I mean, we haven't spoke to Vicky in 4 months.
No, not at all.
Oh my goodness!
He's just dragging up dirt, man. That's all.
No, but at the end of the day, Vicky was a pain in the ass. She could get into the drama side of things, but she was right about the racist side of the thing. His viewers being racist. Simple as that. She was right about that. I don't like who Vicky is. I mean, I've been burned by her by more than most, but.
Yeah,
you're right about that. She wasn't right about everything, obviously, but she was right about that situation.
I tell you what, she was also right about me being born a poor black child.
Yes, of course, absolutely, 100%, 100%. Forgot about that one.
Yeah, if you want to, PJ, I put the stream he did about me, but just look at the thumbnail. It's ugly. He took a picture I did for Flats' debate, and he put a clown head around it.
He's an absolute idiot, bro. Yeah. I mean, it's ridiculous. He used to come to mine, no problem, you know. So he's only doing this since the Vicky situation, all that. But like I say, Vicky was a pain in the ass. But with this situation, she wasn't wrong. She wasn't wrong. Oh, what an absolute dick. So it's the picture you used from when you debated that time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I get it. And you've got a globe and a skateboard in your hand. What's a mini skateboard as well? You couldn't ollie on that skateboard.
No.
Wheels are too close together, man. You'd fall on your ass.
Anyway, man. I don't know what I did to him. I don't know what you did to him. He came after Vicky.
Well, with me, it's because I stuck up for Vicky. Yeah, it's because I stuck up for Vicky. That's what happened.
But I mean, what do you expect? You were dating her. She was my mom.
I wasn't dating. I mean, I was with her for 6 years at that point. You know, I'm not going to. And she was right about the assholes being racist. You know, and since they used to come into me, but since they got called out with that, certain one used to come in, Scottish as well. Not Chilstad, the other one, friggin' Graham, used to come in, calling me a murderer. You know, when a murderer and a junkie. Well, I wasn't a murderer and a junkie to you when you were coming in every day. You know, it just shows what you are. You know?
All the trolls do that to you, though.
All right, bless you, man.
They're attacking. I don't know what you did to them neither, and it's none of their business after the fact.
Yeah, well, I know what it is. It's because I stuck up for Vicky. Look, I know she liked the drama side a bit, and she maybe carried on things a little too much, but she wasn't wrong in that situation.
So here's what I knew about David Banner. I thought he was a pretty cool guy, and he was a pugilist, right?
Yeah, he said he was a boxer. Yeah.
Yeah, so I appreciate that about him.
Me too.
I like boxing myself. I ain't have nothing against that. But I mean, what does that got to do with personal attacks? What do you want to start a boxing?
Yeah, and why? What's your problem with Christian flat earthers? I mean, basically, what he's saying
take it easy, Roger. Take it easy.
What he's saying with Christian flat earthers, really, he's saying, look, when this all came about, you know, became big on YouTube, whatever, we were there first. They came in afterwards to claim it. You know, even if that was true, so freaking what? So what? You know, it's like you own flat Earth.
Nobody
you don't own flat Earth.
Well, okay, so I'll hold that against him. Okay, so I'll hold that against him, right? I would say, David Banner, don't steal from my worldview and pretend it's your own, because the Christian scriptures, the Bible, is a flat Earth book.
Yes. 100%. With that,
yeah, same thing with the Quran too. So don't steal it from the Muslims and act like it's yours either. You know what I mean?
No, exactly. So what's this containment thing? Are they going on electromagnetism? Are they going on something else?
I have no idea. They've got all kinds of theories like FBA angle.
How can they not leave a physical container? I mean, basically, they're going to have to go along with some kind of gravity idea then.
Yeah.
Or who knows, bro? Maybe it's upward rising air.
Upward rising, no doubt. It's going to get there, isn't it?
Well, yeah, but where's it rising to, Matthew? Where's it going off to? That's sort of the question. Does it stop
into the fourth dimension that we like to call bendy space time.
Oh, okay. Well, Einstein.
Oh, pure madness,
No
man.
evidence for any of that, dude. And what I was showing is sundogs and rainbow effects, and I was doing that last night. We'll get even deeper into how they are affected. And Terry Eicher has great videos that describe the effects you see in the air. And he's a Christian man, so.
Yeah, Terry Eicher, he's pretty good.
Yeah. I like that guy, dude. He's my kind of redneck.
He was wrong about the cat, the Charlie Cat thing, but he's good. He's good.
Yeah.
From that. Yeah.
Well, I'm not worried about Charlie. It has nothing to do with me, you know.
Oh, Terry Eicher. This is Terry Eicher.
You know, when I first seen
coming at you live.
When I first seen Terry Eicher's face, I was like, no way does that voice belong to him. No way. I thought he was going to be a big, I know he's a well-toned up guy. He's a muscular guy. But I think he's got to be a big old burly guy, you know, quite battle chested, and
he's got that deep voice, man.
Yeah, and you see him, he's a trim, well toned up guy, you know, he's nowhere near ever been fat.
I'm not afraid of any of these trolls, man. It's just more annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. I'm sure it's taxing too, Roger.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, because I got both sides.
I don't even know what. I mean, I used to be sub to them, but when I feel like I don't even see what they do anymore unless you guys show me. I haven't got a clue what they do.
I got people coming over telling me this is happening last night. So.
Hence why partly why I'm not a flat Earth channel. I mean, obviously I'd rather go in scripture. I do talk about flat Earth, but I'm not a flat Earth channel.
All right, so we got a Christian channel, right? So what about like backbiting or gossiping or right? These are not signs of the spirit.
No, they're not.
No.
Right?
No,
they're actually signs that you might not be in the graces that you think you are. You know what I'm saying? Like when you participate in gossiping, like that's such a feminine thing to do in my mind. I don't think it's masculine whatsoever.
Nope.
Or even when you're like, even when you have people who want to praise you or some shit, right? People who kind of butter you up. Like to me, I don't take that well.
No.
I
praise you, and then next thing you know, 2 years down the road, they're kicking you under the bus.
Yeah, it seems to be the same people who are praising you end up cursing you in the end.
Well, James talks about it. James and that tongue, that wicked tongue, eh? You know, you can build someone up with it, or you can take him down, whip him down. It's such a weapon, that tongue, man. I'm telling you.
Speaking of wicked, there's some guy on the screen that's trying to keep his hair.
Dude, that guy's tongue.
That's going rapidly. In fact, he should be called Will Fluffy now.
Tell him how you really feel, Roger.
Oh yeah. I can actually do that. I can go find
the TFE experiment shite, and you got no hair.
I mean, that should be obvious to people by now that this is definitely a fraud. There's no doubt about it.
So this book's called Material World. This one here.
And he's a material girl too, isn't he?
He is a material girl. And so is Heidi down here.
Where do they find these people, dude?
Do you know, I think before he came along, he just came out of the blue, didn't he? It must have been in the pipeline for years beforehand. I think it's got to have been.
Bob Enyard, was his mentor.
So PJ, this guy, right? There was a okay. I don't want to say okay. So say his mentor was allegedly a Jew, apparently a Jew,
right?
And he's taken up the mantle.
Okay.
You know, not actually, but
okay,
adjacently.
Okay. Okay.
Well, what's the title of his book, dude? The Roth Riches.
I don't know the title of.
Yeah, it's the title of it. Yeah.
No idea. No, I haven't looked into Bob Enyard too much.
How to make money in finances the Roth Riches way or something. I think. Yeah, it's how.
Yeah, well, we know what the Bible says about people who worship money.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I give you an update on his criminal charges too. I got a list of them, so if you need.
Yeah, Sob used to do that.
Allegedly.
Oh yeah.
Allegedly. Right, let's see what crap comes up his tongue.
William has to say.
And you want to debate people on the shape of the earth? This is just very weird that he would use these arguments of things that he claims people don't know about the globe, which is
very weird that you pretend to be against them when it's so obviously they're all pally.
True. The education system is not the best, especially on the globe. But these are things that he doesn't even know either. So very strange way to start this conversation.
Oh, especially on the globe. I mean, doesn't he realize that? I mean, I'm not sticking up for Dave Weiss, but all flat earthers were globers at one point. Well, probably. I mean, I'm not saying all because there is people who would have been born and thought it was flat and stayed flat, But yeah, we were all pretty much globers beforehand. So he's going on like they've got like flat earthers have got no education in the globe whatsoever. I wish I didn't, to be honest.
Yeah. You know, it'd be better if we could actually explore and do our own cartography measurements and stuff like that. We could actually give you a better representation of what the Earth is.
Right.
But it's a sold out industry, and this is what they push. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. Of course.
Flat Earth, Dave, when you don't know these things about
Well,
your
keep that
Earth
again.
either, and you claim that someone needs to know those if they want to debate somebody. So should you not debate either? Well, you don't debate. I forgot about that. I don't think you'll ever debate again.
I've seen you debate. You don't debate. You don't debate either. I've seen. Remember when he debated flats? All he could go on about was bloody South Pole, South Pole, South Pole, South Pole. What are you talking about, bro?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, PJ. By the way, he told me he was out of it, and his wife told him he promised his wife he wouldn't get back in. And guess what? He
told everybody he was out of it, bro. Told everybody he was out of it. He's got videos saying it. That's it. I'm out of it. Look, he just keeps going on about it. I mean, yes, he's not doing as many videos, but as soon as he can, he gets one out there, doesn't he?
Yeah. Well, when I asked him to debate me, he said he wasn't in it anymore. He said it straight up, and he told me he promised his wife. You know, he didn't.
This is a weird not in it.
Yeah.
Post TFE. The next thing that got brought up was Antarctica. Thankfully, the host, Apollo, knew that he was offered a trip to Antarctica. And so hear how Flat Earth Dave responds when he's asked a simple question, which is, have you ever been to Antarctica?
Okay, let's go Antarctica, okay? So you've never been to Antarctica?
No, I was invited to go, a free trip, but it was based on a false premise by some very evil, not honest people. And I said, I'm not interested.
I mean, he's right there, but this is just a show. This is just a show.
Well, go get him, Dave.
Yeah.
I don't care what Nathan says about you. Go get him, Dave.
Yeah. No. Well, I mean, Duffy told me he'd take me, but guess what?
Well, you know when exactly, and I was there that day. I witnessed it. Was I going to say? He gets surprised when people think he's a shill. He's like, "What? What? People think I'm a shill? What?" Remember when Flats had him up on the thumbnail and that? He's like, "What? You think I'm one of them? You think I'm one of them? What? After all I've done for Flat Earth, what do you mean? What can you do for Flat Earth? You know what I mean?
You're inconsequential, like Nathan's been saying. He's not even, no matter what he does, even if he died tomorrow, everything that's done with the Earth and treated on the Earth and done on it, it would be still be measured and navigated.
Everything he does anyway, everything he does when it comes to Flat Earth is stuff it's already been put out there, you know what I mean? It's already common knowledge by that point, you know. He goes on like he's the ones that came up with this, you know, kind of.
You know, Dave's trying to learn. He's trying to learn the Earth is measured flat, right? Everybody has their own pace.
Yeah.
It's taken 10 years, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, I like my cat backwards, but you know, maybe there's an age that you stop doing that. I don't know.
No, could be.
Right, because they were going to. There was a big deception there back in 2024 where they took some people. It was supposed to be designed for me because I was been waking up too many people with my app. With
you were making it was designed just for you because you were waking up too many people with your app.
Just
with your app, the app plug. You really think your app woke people up? People were woke up by the time your app came out. Your app was as a consequence of people waking up, you know. I don't think maybe a few people might have been woke up because of his app, but
nothing to really knock the videos he gets out there. So you can see a lot of videos that nobody gets their hands on. That's the best part of it. That's it, nothing else.
Yeah, he's taking too much credit. He's taking too much credit for, you know, it's almost like he invented the bloody Flat Earth in the community and everything therein. You know?
Well, he invented the wheel too.
Oh, did he? The square one.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
You know, with all the interviews I'm doing, and they wanted to take me down, but I have a very good sense of evil. I just met you. I can tell you're a good guy. I can tell.
I bet you say that to all the guys until they're evil. Does he say that to all the guys?
I can tell you're not evil, buddy. Here, let me on your show.
You're a good guy. I like your glasses. I love your beard.
Maybe try braiding it, you know.
Before you open your mouth, right? I can tell. I got an email and I felt literally demonic forces.
Oh,
right?
no,
And it was like, we're doing this experiment.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
Dave said he would actually go with me if I go to Antarctica, and he never got back to me on that.
I've never felt demonic forces in an email. Even if an email was talking shit, I've never felt demonic forces coming off of it.
Oh, bro, you haven't lived, Peter.
You haven't lived till you got demonic forces off an email, bro.
Dude, if I got like over probably 15,000 emails sitting in the hamper right now. I mean, there's a lot of demons in there.
You can tell when something is demon influenced, say a bit of literature or an email even, but you're not feeling demonic forces off of it. Come on.
I'm going to open Pandora's box. Hold on.
Oh, do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Pandora's
Yeah. Roger, take a step back. Take a step back.
God.
Oh, dude.
Dave is such I'm telling you.
Say again.
Dave is such a saint.
Oh, of course, St. Dave.
Yeah.
Experiment. You're looking at the sun. Like, wait, what? And then a second email, and I replied back, I don't deal with demons. Don't ever contact me again.
No, you didn't.
So
because you got a feel of demons, you replied, I don't deal with demons. You wouldn't do that. You wouldn't do that.
Look
you
at
wouldn't do that.
Saying.
You wouldn't be. Oh no, you wouldn't. You would maybe say, no, I think you're full of it. But you're not going to say, yo, you're a demon, bro. No, not with someone you just no. I bullshit. Sorry, bullcrap.
Yeah. The Lord Racer says demons can feel.
Demons can feel demonic forces in emails, right? Right. There you go. So maybe he's got a demon in him. Demon Weiss.
I'm reminded, a man with an experience is never at the mercy of another man with an argument.
Right.
Look, maybe this is Dave's genuine experience here, right? Yeah. Let's hear what's he got to say. Mm-hmm. He said he got a feeling it was a demon, and he replied to it as if it was a demon.
I'm sure.
Amen.
It turned into a whole ordeal, but they ended up taking down the biggest anti-flat Earth paid agents to Antarctica.
You mean your friends?
Yeah,
your friends.
Yeah,
yeah, the one you actually defended them. They were your friends for a while. It was still your friends. It's just a big bloody act, but yeah, your friends you're talking about there, Dave.
And they were the first ones ever to film a 24-hour sun down there. No institution, no.
Did they now? Then why would you say that? They were the first ones ever to film a 24-hour sun when they never filmed a 24-hour sun. And you say that you allegedly say that in your videos that they didn't do that. They faked it. But you've just asserted there that they've filmed the 24-hour sun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And you're meant to be against that.
Jesse Lee and him, remember the interview? Just think about that.
Yeah. 16 times.
Yeah.
16 times I counted. Not once did he answer.
And now, if he was being questioned about Christ and his divinity, he would have denied Christ 16 times.
16 times,
yeah.
Well, Dave would because it's Dave.
Yeah.
Right.
No explorers, nobody, but these guys filmed it for the first time.
Demon way.
It's crazy.
Yeah, exactly.
It sounds like he's doubling down, or should I say tripling down? Actually, I've lost count, but he is doubling down on the whole demon line, which is a very weird argument to me. Now, I don't think Flat Earth Dave's followers know this. I don't even think he wants them to know this, but Flat Earth Dave is not a Christian.
Well, he doesn't. I don't think I've ever heard him claim to be.
He hasn't.
I've never heard him claim to be. I would never have thought he was a Christian.
He's claimed to be a Jew. That's what he's claimed to do.
Well,
yeah, he's allegedly a Jew.
Look at his name, Weiss. I mean, that's a Jew name. I would say he's a Jew. Whether practicing or not, I don't
Allegedly.
know. He's a Jew by birth.
Yeah.
He definitely likes to, shall I say, prey on Christians, and take their money and try to get them to buy his app and to follow him.
No, of course he isn't.
But he's not a Christian.
And neither is Duffy. I'm glad that came up there at that point. Either
Duffy
you.
pretends to be a Christian, says he's a pastor of a church.
I think he felt a sense of obligation taking over a church. That's it.
And he's got McToon in his corner, and which he claims to be a Christian too, but he doesn't.
Let McToon preach that day. It was on a Sunday, on a salmon day.
Yeah,
you know, he let him take his bloody congregation talking about your Bible, your Jesus, and totally tried to mock Jesus.
Yeah, he might as well let Satan preach in this church on Sunday morning. Yeah.
Don't you put that on me. Don't you put that on me. Calls himself a Christian, but somebody asks him, you know, like, I can't remember the actual question. It was probably, do you believe Jesus died for your sins or whatever, or is coming back or whatever. I don't know. And it was, don't you put that on me. Hold on, you call yourself a Christian. It's on every Christian.
Yeah. He was pointing the finger at Neil and Nathan for not acting Christian in worldwide debates. And just sitting in the corner like, you're not a Christian. Not actually saying it, just typing it in chat. And yet he goes into a church and sit there and calls it your holy book and your God, basically. And
yeah. But I was raised Catholic. They hit me. They called me the devil, but I did first communion and confirmation. Yeah. I do believe that a lot of Catholics are definitely saved. They don't believe. I do think there's a problem with Catholicism, obviously, but I think a lot of Catholics are saved. They confess the same as us. You know, it's Catholicism, it's religion, it's the problem. You know?
And I went to the same thing, Lord Racer. I was confirmed and did first communion in a Catholic church. I've never been excommunicated, so I'm officially by rules, you know.
I mean, communion's a thing, but communion to Catholic is different from communion to what Jesus symbolized. You know what I mean?
It's more like you're going through the motions with that,
right? In confirmation, I mean, that's not scriptural. Same as christenings is not scriptural, you know. And if you are baptized, it's full dunk. You
don't get trickled.
You don't get trickled with holy water. I mean, there's nowhere in the Bible that talks about holy water.
Nope.
I mean, all water would be holy because God made it. But, you know, there's no such thing as water that you bless and it becomes holy. And then you can fight vampires and werewolves, you know. Actually, I might actually go and watch Supernatural after this. Talking about demons and werewolves and vampires and stuff.
Yeah, I'm going to continue with the Dome series so I can piss people off more.
Why not?
So
I would continue with it because it's the truth. But I get you. It's a byproduct of it. Nice.
I don't know why. They're afraid of what the Bible says, I think.
Well, I don't. It's because they have to believe that there's a God, and they have to. Then the conviction comes in, and they block out the conviction because Holy Spirit's convicting them at all times. They feel the conviction, so they have to block that out and deny. I felt conviction like that before, where it's like, oh, you run away from conviction sometimes. It's uncomfortable.
Well, I'm going to officially invite David Banner to come over here and join my stream.
Do it. And I'd like to know his frigging problem, you know?
Yeah.
Whatever. I mean, he's going to end up being the show soon, isn't he?
Well, yeah, they're all pushing the TFE shit. They think that there's no problem with the idea of a midnight sun, you know? It helps. Yeah, I know.
There's nothing. I've got no problem with 24-hour light. You know, just daylight. But you know, the sun above the horizon 24 hours. I just don't think so. But even if it did, it doesn't change the shape of the Earth. It just means shit. There's some kind of effect that we don't know what's going on yet. That's it.
Well, even the day they went down there, they were saying 18 hours. That's what the official time and date site said. That's
okay. I could go with 18 hours. Not a problem. Not a problem.
And that's the official site. That's the weather station down at the Glacier Airport. We looked it up.
It's pure madness that any time that they prove the 24-hour sun, there's always fakery involved. It's just weird. It's just
I know,
weird.
it's strange. And push out documentaries about it for like years.
Right.
Ask
right.
for more money constantly. I mean, that's not suspicious at all.
Right.
No.
And you know, you've seen documentaries on the 24-hour sun in Antarctic. Arctic. The Arctic, right?
Yeah,
so you never seen nothing about the 24-hour sun documentary-wise in Antarctica until TFE, did you? Not really. You might have had it spoken about.
A couple
in general, no, it wasn't
videos.
pushed. Yeah, it wasn't pushed though. Not really.
Maybe
Anthony
that's
Powell,
why
it's just weird, isn't it? Sorry.
Anthony Powell's in cahoots with him too. He
fears demons. Although if he's not a Christian, why does he even believe in demons? Very weird.
There's plenty of non-Christians that believe in demons. They just don't actually know what demons actually are. But there's plenty of non-believers in Christianity that believe in demons. You can't say that, Duffy.
And there's plenty of non-believers that invite Satanists to come in and preach in their church too.
Right. I mean, Luciferians might not necessarily think there's a God or the devil, but it's a theology of some sort. I mean, they're still Satanists at the end of the day, but they don't necessarily believe in a being. You know, so
remember what Anton said.
Yeah. Oh my. Oh my God. There's something wrong. Yeah, well, yes, there was a lot wrong, bro. You should have seen that well before that point. But did he have time to repent? That's a possibility. I mean, acknowledging, oh no, there's something wrong. I mean, that might have been his repentance. I don't know. Or is that at the point of death because he knew? I don't know. That could have been either repentance, because you do get a chance on your deathbed to yes, you shouldn't think like, oh, I'll sin all my life, then on my deathbed repent. No. There could be people ignorant all their life, sin and just not believe, but then on their deathbed see somehow and come to, look, it happened to the thief on the cross. He didn't do anything. He repented there and then, just before he died. You know, he's seen stuff, so he's seen it. So, of course, that can happen.
Position that flatters.
Sorry.
If I'm good enough, I mean, without accepting Christ, I mean, good people do go to heaven, right?
Good.
Yeah.
I thought the only person that's good is God.
Yeah.
Jesus got called the Good Shepherd. So nowhere in the Bible does it say that we're good. In fact, it says the opposite. It says the opposite. You can do good things, but you can never be a good person. Because usually when you do good things, in general, it's usually for selfish acts, selfish reasons. Usually, not always, but usually. And even when it's not for selfish reasons, you still get that sense of pride. You know, you still get that sense of pride. So your works is never going to save you. Never.
Here's the rest of that mentality is like, well, I don't want anything to do with your God because I'm a good person.
Really? So how can you be a good person at all? God says you're not. And you, even if you want to be considered righteous, not good, but righteous, you have to be under that God. Yeah.
So anything but just accept the gift that God gave you. That's pride in itself. That's Satan's biggest tool, dude. It really is. Yeah.
Right. I mean, he saw that his creation was good, but that's because he made it. You know, it became corrupted after that, didn't it?
Yeah.
It was good. It was good at one point. Yes, because he said that it was good. He saw that it was good. He made us so that it was good. You know, he made the land so that it was good. So that everything was good at one point. But
there I go for the grace of God, dude. That's all I gotta say.
That's it. It's grace. It's grace or nothing. You know, I mean, yes, we're meant to do good works 100%, but that can never save you. Never.
Dave is taking here. And in hindsight, you'd think, especially this far post Antarctica, he'd be able to see the reality of the situation, which is there was nothing nefarious going on.
Really? Say that with a straight face, with that smack. Say that with that smack, Duffy. Look at the smack, honestly. It might be slight, but there's a smack down. Listen, nothing nefarious going on.
To see the reality of the situation, which is there was nothing nefarious going on. This was simply a trick.
Eyebrows down, smack on the face. Nothing nefarious going on at all, Duffy. Really?
Why did you have to say that?
Say
seriously.
that before God. Say that before God and mean it.
To the seventh continent to show him and all flat earthers everywhere that there is a 24-hour sun down there that moves
and even if there was, which you never proved it, how does that prove the shape of the earth? Looking at the sky to prove the shape of the earth, it's a false. It's a false dichotomy, isn't it? It's false dichotomy.
Think about it though. If there was nothing to hide, he would have taken a lowly little YouTuber with 200 subscribers down there with him just to let him.
Yeah, like you said, you were welcome to. He would have promoted your thing. I mean, look how much he's got on that docu. He's halfway there. He's over halfway there. 20,000 odd. Can you imagine how many thousands you could have got for your thing if he'd promoted it to get there? I mean, not for this one, but to go to his one. Yeah. And he said yes. And you've still got the video to prove it. The phone call, he was recorded. I was there. I witnessed it.
Maybe I should approach this Apollo guy and ask him if he wants to interview me. I'll give him a whole different spin on what both of these monkeys are doing.
Yeah.
The sky in the opposite direction of the one in the north, exactly as the globe predicts and exactly as we've been saying all along.
Nope.
But anyway, I'm glad.
All along, the TFE project came about 2.5 years ago, 3 years ago-ish, as far as we know. Before that, they never even spoke about the freaking 24-hour sun. It was mentioned, but it wasn't really a huge thing. That came around to try and debunk flat Earth. And like I say, even if it was a thing, it doesn't matter. It's just an effect that we don't know how it's done yet. That's all.
Yeah.
We still don't know how the sun works, the moon works. We just see the cycles. That's all.
So what's this guy's name? I want to get his channel.
Which one?
The guy that's interviewing him.
Oh, Dave Weiss, you mean?
No. He did both of them. He interviewed Will and
Apollo.
Yeah.
That guy with the bald napper, Apollo.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's his channel name, but that's what he gets called. So Apollo, I think. See if he comes back on. Does he come back on? Does it come back on? Yeah, it comes back on in a bit. 9 minutes in.
He says things like this because people are going to start to see through him. They're going to start to see the truth and the reality of the situation, and they're just not going to buy it. Now, the next thing was so frustrating to me, which is he started talking about flights. And he started to say that flights prove we don't live on a globe, which is the exact opposite of the truth. Flight.
No. How is it the opposite of the truth? What? Because of the same old crap. The same old generic crap you keep talking about.
Hey, man, I'm out the door. I'm going fishing.
All right, bro. Nice one, dude. Let me know if you catch anything.
Much love, man.
Much love, man.
Are you going shark fishing?
Going bass fishing or cat fishing.
Nice. What, are you using lures or are you using bait?
Lures.
Nice. Love it. Bless, man. Let me see what you got. No, he's gone.
He will.
It's actually prove we live on a globe. Flat earthers don't know how flight paths are created. They don't know how to create.
They don't know how flight paths are created. What? Create a flight path. Like, what do you mean? Create a flight path? You go to a certain direction, go like, oh yeah, we've got to stop off in Detroit, and then we've got to go over to Ireland. What do you mean? Don't know how friggin' flight paths are created? Stupid. But if you put a flight path that's allegedly on a globe, then you put it onto the flat Earth. I'm not saying what I just say any map, just for reference. I'm not saying that's what we live on, but it makes a hell of more sense, flight paths on an AE map than it does on a freaking globe. A lot more sense. But how can create a flight path? What do you mean? I mean, we don't know how it's created. I mean, what a stupid thing to say. You don't know how to create a flight path. Well, you take that path, and that's how it's freaking created. Or whatever.
Create a flight path.
He doesn't know how maps are made.
He what?
He doesn't even know how maps are really made.
Oh, well.
Him, yeah.
No, I know. I'm saying, well.
Ain't gonna help now.
No, of course.
Why there's no commercial pilots that are flat earthers. And by the way, flat earthers.
What? There's no commercial pilots as flat earthers. What about the billions of videos out there that talks to pilots that say they've never seen circumference?
Or curvature. Yeah.
Sorry, circumference. Yeah, curvature. Sorry, bro. Circumference. You wouldn't see the full circumference. Obviously, I meant curvature. Yeah.
Yeah, but like, the one pilot, the girl, what's her name? She got grounded because she became a flat earther.
Right. What a load of crap. And don't tell me he hasn't seen it. And those videos I'm talking about are years old. There's bound to be more by now.
Will like to show videos of pilots claiming to believe the earth is flat.
Yes.
And I honestly think this is wrong, and I feel bad, but flat earthers are being mocked for being flat earthers. There are no commercial pilots.
So there are no commercial. You just said you've seen videos, but you think this is wrong, and then claim that there's no pilots again. What?
Yeah, he's saying they're mocking us, is what he's saying.
No, they're not. No. And yes, flat earthers get mocked 100%. 100% they get mocked. Don't care. Jesus got mocked. Was Jesus wrong? Hell no. Hell no.
Pilots who are flat earthers. There are no retired commercial pilots who are flat earthers that they can come out.
He's appealing to people's pride. Oh, flat earthers get mocked. So, don't care. Was mocked all my life before I was a flat earther. Not all my life. Well, kind of, for being a junkie, but in school, kind of things like that. When you get bullied, you get mocked. They wouldn't do it now, obviously, but I mean, yeah, I've been mocked. I've been used to getting mocked. So what? So what? Christ was mocked. Look what happened to Christ. I mean, trying to appeal to someone's pride. That just shows you, the spiritual demonic side of it.
Show that they had a pilot's license and believe the earth is flat. They just don't exist. You can't fly a plane, especially long distance, a commercial flight, without understanding how flight paths are.
They don't exist doesn't mean they don't exist. There's evidence to the contrary.
Created, and it's actually pretty easy. It's just a great circle route. And so anyway, he starts talking about flight paths, and he said,
I'm sure you want to say something about that, Roger.
No, the great circles. Yeah, there's tons of great circles. They're just not on a sphere. That's all I'm going to tell you.
Right. Exactly. Exactly.
Is he high right now? Look at him, man.
He looks high, doesn't he?
Is this absolute whopper about the nonstop flight between Sydney, Australia, and Santiago, Chile?
Huh?
So
the flight routes.
Yeah. So there's Santiago to Sydney has a stop or a waypoint in Texas. Go to the next one.
Now this is what really pushed me over the edge to where I ended up reaching out to Apollo.
So hold on, Banjo was on a stream with bloody Dave. Oh no, is he on the stream with Dave, or is this them two watching? No, it's Banjo and this guy watching Dave. Right? Okay.
Yeah. No, that does make sense.
Or a waypoint.
Say again.
That flight does make sense, but I don't think the distances are what you think they are.
Yeah, but of course. I mean, the flight does make sense, but we don't know for sure we're on any freaking shape map way, and we don't know for exactly how they're spaced. We've never seen it from a bird's eye point of view, so we don't really freaking know. I mean, it's a decent guess, I suppose. It's decent enough to do stuff and work with, but
well, everything I've looked at, that's not a Gleason's what you're looking at there. Those are even more elongated. This is distorted even worse here. That Brian actually sized the continents up with time and date, and Australia is not quite what you think it is. It's not exactly in this exact same spot, and these longitude and latitudes aren't quite as wide here.
Right, Roger. Dave's put that channel in for you.
All right, cool.
Nice.
I'm already on there. I'm already typing.
Oh, you got it. You clicked it. Yeah, you got it. Polo, right. There you go. Nice one, bro.
In Texas. Go to the next one.
Now, this is what really pushed me over the edge to where I ended up reaching out to Apollo to go on his show to clear up all of this insanity. Dave Weiss, of anyone, should know that the flight between Santiago and Sydney is a nonstop flight, and you can buy a nonstop flight. In fact, he knows, and everyone else knows, that Critical Think, who's from Australia, took this nonstop flight.
What's the problem with it being a nonstop? What's the problem with that?
I don't know.
What is the distance on a flat
Too
Earth?
far, I guess. I don't
Are they
know.
trying to say it's too long for the fuel? Have the amount of fuel? Or what? I mean, what's the problem?
I haven't looked into it. Have you?
To get to Antarctica and to get back home.
Mm-hmm.
And he filmed it, and he live streamed from both airports, approximately 14 hours away. Flat Earthers denied that this flight was even real for so long. And part of TFE was showing, no, this is a real
I don't
nonsense.
know what he's talking about there, so I can't even freaking comment on that. No idea what he's talking about.
I need the distances to both places and the flight routes. You know.
And the thing is, the flat earthers he usually deals with are usually not flat earthers.
No.
Like Jonathan, Miranda, whatever his friggin' name, and he was not a flat earther. Sure he wasn't.
Stop flight. So for him to say to this day that flight has a stop, a waypoint in Texas is just crazy to me. You gotta at least speak the truth. If you want to believe the earth is flat, that's fine, but don't go spewing these whoppers.
That's fine. That's fine. You've tried your damnedest to prove that it's not, and you're looking at the sky to do it. In fact, you says flat earth's dead because of you. Yeah. And so you're still talking about flat earthers. So where's the dead flat earth? In fact, there's more believers now, especially since Artemis came along. You know, there's people waking up to it because of Artemis and stuff like that.
Yep.
On channels where, again, people that are uneducated on these things are going to believe you. Then he brought up a flight.
Yeah, it sounds like that's projection, who you're talking to. If they're uneducated is who you're actually talking to.
Between Auckland, New Zealand, and Buenos Aires, Argentina. And he claimed this one has 2 stops on the way. Listen and hear what he has to say about this flight.
And we're going to talk about flight routes.
I hate that. I hate this.
Say about this flight.
And
I hate all this. We don't know this for sure. All this extra line stuff. We don't know this for sure. I mean, why are you showing it on a freaking...
Way to go, Dave.
I mean, where's the containment? Does the containment start here? Does it start over here? Or is it all, or are these all self-contained?
We're going to talk about flight routes because they absolutely prove that the Earth is not.
I mean, it's going on like it's a back and forth type of like, yeah, I'm debunking him and he's talking crap about. They're working together, bro. I'm telling you.
Yep. Hey, PJ.
Spinning,
and it's all to the detriment of flat Earth. Go ahead.
Hold on. I'll show you what I wrote the Apollo guy if you want to see it. I dropped a message in the comments. So. I'm going to get his attention or try to, you know. Maybe he'll maybe he'll get me out, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, what's that? Yeah, what's that? So it starts 19 minutes in. Yeah, I remember you told me in this video update continues 19 minutes into the video. Yeah, we're nearly there. 10 minutes away.
Ball. The first one.
Man.
So
see the comment I put in right here. These two.
Yeah,
I didn't say what I'm about. It's like you might find it interesting. Just get his attention. Hopefully, it'll go to my channel or my email.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool. Nice. Good idea.
Yeah. Why not?
On the left there, we want to go from New Zealand to Argentina. Now, FlightAware says
there's your E. But I don't know about the stops. I've never heard of this. I wouldn't give a crap if it stopped or it didn't stop. I don't care.
Well, they're flying over the continent of the United States.
Yeah. Say again.
I don't know if they're flying over. If you see the continental United States, or I have no idea. That's the Houston, Texas one, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Right. I don't see why they wouldn't stop if that's the case.
Yeah, I mean, what's the problem with it?
And
that shortest route.
Fine.
The question is, do those flights actually stop? Can we verify?
Right, I don't know. I'm not sure. I mean, I've got no problem with it stopping or not stopping. You know, it still makes more sense than flat Earth.
It is right across the bottom of the globe there. Whoop, right across where it says 550.
Whether it's right or wrong, this part, it's irrelevant to flat Earth. It's irrelevant. So he's arguing the relevant points.
Yeah.
Right from New Zealand to Argentina. That would be the shortest route.
Yeah.
But it goes all the way up across the equator to San Francisco, then to Houston, Texas, and then all the way back down.
On here.
Why would they do that? Well, look at the flag.
Globe, it's up there. Yeah. Completely different. Makes a lot more sense on the flat Earth.
Yeah.
Flat Earth map. It's a perfectly straight line.
Now, this one is really bad because the flight he's claiming proves a flat Earth.
A little smile for it, and this one was really bad. And a little smile. Such a show. Such a show.
Can Duffy show that it does what he says it does, or is he just going to say it? You know,
he'll just say that. He'll just say it.
Even exist. There is no flight that does this. He must think this is some great proof of a flat Earth because he's using this today as an argument for a flat Earth. Okay. In fact, if you want to fly from Auckland to Buenos Aires, Argentina, it's a nonstop flight, just like Sydney to Santiago. And so I decided I'm going to go on Apollo's program.
It's irrelevant. It doesn't prove or disprove anything. It doesn't matter. It doesn't go against fire. So what? It's an irrelevant point.
Program. You should definitely go watch that so you can hear me just kind of dismantle everything that Flat Earth Dave said on his program, which is not that hard to do. But I just felt like I had to clear the record here and explain to Apollo's audience that almost everything they were told was false. But I also made Flat Earth Dave an offer. Here you go.
So this is important. He's making a claim that because he believes the Earth is flat and he's showing his map.
Why does he look so different here?
Maybe there's more than one of them.
Maybe he is Jake the asshole.
Yeah.
App here. He's showing that this is why the flight does this. Okay, so this flight doesn't even exist. There isn't a flight that goes from New Zealand to San Francisco to Houston back to Argentina. Okay, that's number one. Number two, the flight from New Zealand to Argentina just goes straight across the ocean. It's a nonstop flight.
It doesn't matter. It's an irrelevant point. It really is irrelevant. And
yeah. See if there's a nonstop flight. From where to where?
Yeah, and Buenos Aires to Auckland. And which is in New Zealand.
Okay, so on this one, he might be right. He might be wrong.
Well, it's way more important than this, and here's why. The reason this is so important is because the flight is not possible on a flat Earth.
Shut up.
You can't go. If you look at his map there in the picture.
It's not possible on a flat Earth. What do you mean? It's not possible. Any flight is possible on a flat Earth. More possible than on a bloody globe, for sure. What do you mean it's not possible? It's a flat plane. How could it not be possible? Any flight from any point is not impossible. What the heck is he talking about?
You can't go that distance, right?
You mean it's too far?
Of course.
So that is the claim. So you can't go that distance without stopping. That's what he's saying. With fuel-wise. To me, that wouldn't be a problem. That wouldn't be a problem at all. They'd probably give you statistics. It's all bullshit anyway. And have some of that kind of fuel reserves. I don't know.
Well, there's one that goes from.
There's some people believe that the planes don't actually work on fuel.
Yeah.
Some people believe that they're stored in the wings for some reason, but the fuel is not for the engines in flight or something. I don't look too much into it, but it seems a bit mad to me. But there is people who believe that.
Yeah, I'm looking at the flight now. They got one. It departs at 2:15 a.m. and it arrives the next day. It's a 24 hours almost.
And it's non-stop.
It doesn't say nonstop. It doesn't say
non-stop. Ask if there's any. So hold on. As I said, nothing is possible on flat Earth because globe. That is the issue. Then pack it up, gents. I'd say sus. Pack it up, gents. Yeah, it's silly, isn't it? Silly. Just because there's a certain amount of this amount of fuel will get you this distance. Yeah, that's if they're telling us the truth about stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, I'll publish what I find. On my next stream. I'm gonna go. There's probably more flights, but it doesn't say nonstop, and it takes 24 hours to get there. So a 24-hour flight.
So what's the distance? What's the direct distance?
It's not direct because they're doing the Great Circle. So
yeah, but on flat Earth, it's a straight line, isn't it?
Yeah.
So what would be that?
Straight lines? I hate to tell you.
So what would that distance be? Right. So it's nearly like we wouldn't really know just by that. We'd have to check it.
Yeah, I'm going to have to dig into this more. But I mean, they do have a flight across there. I'm not denying they don't, but they're showing a wider path and a longer duration of flight. So.
Yeah, I mean, and isn't there ways of flying that can reduce the amount of fuel you're using?
Yeah, if you fly in the trade winds, yeah.
Right, stuff like that, So, and I dare say that fuel gets you further than what they say. I don't know. So I haven't looked into that, but I haven't got a problem with that, even if it doesn't stop.
Yeah. Well, if they had the Coriolis, I mean, you have to worry about that. You just let the Earth just kind of.
Of course, just come to you. You just need a helicopter then, because you just take off. Just wait.
Make sure you're high enough to avoid all those mountains.
Well, of course, you got to be. Yeah, of course, I forgot about that. You got to get high. You got to get higher than K2. You got to get higher than K. Is it K2's the highest?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, and then Everest, or is K2 on Everest? Same. No, can't remember. There might be some, but whatever. Yeah, as long as you're higher than that.
Well, you're not going over India, so you ain't got to worry about it.
Which is what is the height? About 25,000 feet.
Yeah, around there. It's like 23, I think.
How high is it? 8,611 meters. So I don't know what that is in feet. Yeah, 28,000 feet. 28,250 feet. That's high, man. That's high. You're dying when you go that high.
Well, yeah, it's not really that high. PJ is refracted.
Oh, of course, it's refracted. So people don't actually die when they go there. It's a refracted death.
Yeah, right. Refracted death, refracted curvature. It's all refracted, man.
No plane. There's not a plane in existence that could do this. That could do this nonstop. So do you see the United States there? It's green.
Mm-hmm.
Going across the United States is what, 5.5 hours?
Right.
Okay.
From Miami to, let's say, LA?
Yeah.
Okay.
So look at how long that is. This is like a 30-hour flight.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, sorry. So
Yeah,
Mount Everest is 29,000 feet. That's higher.
Ooh.
So what's?
Well, that's the refracted part. Yeah, that extra 1,000.
Yeah, of course it must be. Yeah, Mount Everest is the highest. Yeah. Kilimanjaro, how high is that? Hold on. So no, Kilimanjaro is not high compared to Everest, but the other is 10,000 feet difference.
It's just that their elevation from sea level.
Yeah, of course.
Sea level.
I'll tell you what, I wouldn't even like to be at base camp, bro.
Yeah, and no planes can do that. So what he's claiming is that you can't go from New Zealand to Argentina nonstop, which is why it goes through the United States. It's not true. So I just sent you another email, which is China Eastern. You can buy the tickets right now for a nonstop flight between Auckland, New Zealand, and Buenos Aires, Argentina. And here's what I'm going to do.
Same airline I looked
I'm
up.
going to make an offer.
Say again.
That's the same airline.
Is that the one you were talking about? Yeah.
Yeah. 19 hours, 45 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah. Non-stop. No, I think this is time leaving, time arriving.
Okay.
So, but is the time when you arrive, is it the time of, hold on. Non-stop. 12 hours, 12 hour duration, 12 hours.
Is it?
Yeah. So the time is obviously they've translated the time into the time of the place when they land.
I get you. Yeah. So you don't you lose it in translation, dude. Yeah.
So 12 hours duration, yeah, non-stop. It does say non-stop. So I've got no problem with a plane going 12 hours.
Yeah.
No problem at all.
The better way to measure that would hop in a boat.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, do they actually know that distance? You know, you're going by distance. I mean, at times a different thing. You could be flying longer and just say at a slower speed, using less fuel, you know, or like you say, using airstreams, whatever.
Yeah. And they do use airstreams constantly. It saves them a lot of time and fuel.
Right. There you go. So I have no problem with it.
No. And here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make an offer right now to Flat Earth Dave and you. I'm going to pay for the three of us to go take this flight.
You will? And you won't pay for
You're going to pay for it with what you're asking for GoFundMe, but you will pay for 3 people's flights? This is going to be quite expensive, probably. That distance, a 12-hour flight. You're going to pay for that. So what? It wouldn't bother me. I mean, so what? That does, and you look out the window while you're flying and see what you see.
Yeah, film
it. So, but yeah, he can pay for all these things, pay for TFE, but yeah, he needs money for this documentary.
Yeah, and here's another thing is like he's already paid off a couple of those financial charges too. Where's that money coming from?
Right, and then he gave up 10 grand off as well, allegedly. Remember?
Yeah.
That blank bit of paper.
I don't know about you. New Zealand's on my bucket list. I've never been.
Okay, The Hobbit, Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, beautiful, right? Beautiful country. Now, I don't think he's going to agree to it.
By the way, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Do you think I believe in flat Earth or I believe in a globe?
I don't know. I just heard your show with Dave, with Dave Weiss.
Okay.
So I don't know.
Okay.
But I'll pay for all 3 of us to go take this nonstop flight that he says doesn't exist.
Okay. So Dave, let's go to New Zealand. It's an amazing country.
Okay.
Kiwis.
Yes, absolutely.
That
surprise.
It wouldn't bother me. It wouldn't bother me. I would, even if I went in the fight and it was 12 hours nonstop, it wouldn't bother me. I'm just like, look out the window then. Look out the window and tell me it's a friggin' UC curvature. Go on.
Well, it's not just even that. There's another whole other mapping system that the Zetetic actually put together, which actually takes this into consideration, the distance to the continents. They're not as far as purported, even on the globe.
Right, exactly. That's the thing. We don't know the exact distances and stuff, you know? Exactly right.
We need to go out and measure these things for ourselves.
Right.
Yeah.
Surprise. Dave Weiss does not want to accept this offer either, so
he is because it's just an act.
Yeah.
Now turned down a free trip to Antarctica, and he has also now turned down a free trip to New Zealand.
Well, how was it free? I mean, I paid apparently for these things, but apparently they still had to pay for lots of stuff of their own as well, so it wasn't totally free, was it?
No.
I would love to go.
You didn't pay for all their equipment and stuff, for sure. Guaranteed you didn't. You know, all their clothes. Well, no, they needed clothes because they were going about in T-shirts over in Antarctica, you know?
Yeah, and the kind of shady thing him and McToon did with the time lapse of Dave McKeegan in the airport down in Buenos Aires.
Yeah, very shady.
Yeah.
Go there. Very beautiful place. And again, these are very simple things. When flat earthers make claims like there's no 24-hour sun, you just have to go there and show it to them. When they make claims,
your free tip to that, it'll cost you dearly 100%.
And why didn't you take me there, Duffel?
Exactly. Like I said, I was there when he said yes, he would. If you can get the money together, so you should have promoted.
He could have put me on that site. I would have had the money. I would have went, and we would be talking now.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like there's no nonstop flights between Santiago and Sydney.
You weren't part of the script, Roger.
I know.
Sydney or
you weren't in the first, second, or third act. So,
that's right. I'm not going anywhere.
And in Buenos Aires, you just have to go get on the flight, and it's not that hard. If flat earthers truly believed the Earth was flat, they would go do these things themselves. They would go to Antarctica. They would crowdfund and send someone to Antarctica.
Why? It doesn't prove the shape of the Earth, whether it's 24 hours or not. Why? It doesn't make a difference to me. But if it actually is happening or not, it doesn't change the shape.
Nope.
Again, looking at the sky, it proves what's under your feet.
It just changes the size of it. That's what it changes.
Yeah.
Go to show there is no 24-hour sun. If they thought these nonstop flights were fake, they would go buy them and show up at the airport and say, look, our flight was canceled. They're fake. Or they'd get on them and show that they're flying in a different location than they're supposed to be, or that they stop when they were told it was a nonstop flight. They would go do these things if they truly believed the Earth was flat.
A lot of magnifying here, isn't there? If they do this, they do that. If they do this. A lot of magnifying here.
Hey, I want to give Duffy an offer. I'll take the flight.
Well, there you go. Go for it. But even if it is a 12-hour flight, it wouldn't prove a difference. It wouldn't make a difference.
It just means the maps aren't proper. That's all.
Right. Yeah. Or maybe fuel lasts longer than what they say. Or there's techniques to make it last longer. I don't know.
I would actually take an altimeter with me. How about that? And I'll show you how high we work. Yeah.
Too right.
Yeah.
I can't think that they actually believe it because they just won't go do it. Well, there's a flat earther now who actually wants to go make some observations, do some tests for himself. His name is Josh Monday. And you might remember him because he was one of the 10 finalists for the Golden.
Oh, so if he's being mentioned by
Duffel.
Well, Duffel, come on, Josh, please, no. Not you, Josh. Frickin' hell.
Ticket offer. I consider Josh a friend.
Oh.
I didn't know about this until later, but he decided he wanted to go see if the sun does what we said it did in Punta Arenas, Chile, which you'll remember is 53 degrees south. And then he asked a very important question, which is
Arenas, what does the sun meant to do there? Is it 24 hours there too? Or just less than 24
hours? It's just way it sets, the degree it sets in the sky. And
right, so it's not to do with the time, right? It's in the sky. They're going right. I see. I get it.
It was modeled after the 93 million mile away sun too. So that's
right. So there you go. So like,
and the tilt of the Earth. Don't forget about that.
I'm going to say now, if Josh was pre-qualified ticket offer, he's controlled opposition show book closed. Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah, but they don't even take it. Simon Dan did the 1,000 measurements, with the sticks and shadows. They don't even take the effects of the sun on the flat Earth into account. They don't. No. Josh Mundane. That's a good name for him, Josh Mundane. Josh Monday. But no, I mean, I thought Josh was a decent dude.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
When it comes to these angles and stuff, they also claim that it's parallel sun rays too. So,
it's unbelievable, these people, man.
Yeah.
Wouldn't the sun do a reverse of this, a mirror of this at 53 degrees north? And the answer is yes, Josh. Yes, that's what it would do. So he reached out to Jaron and he asked him that question. Jaron's never been to 53 degrees north, but Jaron now understands that the globe model makes accurate and testable predictions because
if you presuppose things and all taken from what's observed anyway.
Yeah, and they won't let us model it. But I mean, Space Audits did a model that works for both.
Right.
Yeah. So keep going, guys.
Exactly. It doesn't prove anything.
It's a model.
Because it's true, because it's real, and it's been
real
proven every which way you can imagine. So he told Josh, yes, the sun will do the exact mirror of what it did at 53 degrees south at 53 degrees north. So that now has led to Josh and Jaron are going together to 53 degrees north, which happens to be Edmonton, Canada.
That kind of looks a bit dodgy, doesn't it? 53 degrees in numbers and with the degree sign and that. That looks well dodgy.
Edmonton.
Okay.
And
they're leaving.
You what?
They're proving the fact that they're getting degrees from a flat level plane to the location of the sun. Yeah. And in their model, it's not even the location of the sun; it's in the parent location. Everything, even the sun's position, is refracted.
Yeah.
What's wrong?
No, I'm just checking some.
Looking at Josh Monday's channel. he's telling everybody what he's doing.
No, I'm just trying to see if 53 means anything in Freemasonry or something, but it doesn't.
No. That's just a degree.
I know what it means. I know what that means there, but it's just how it looked on the screen. I'm just wondering if there's any significance to it other than that.
Well, it's due to the tilt of the earth. That's why that's where the solstices are. That's why that's their prediction. The cause and effect is the tilt of the earth.
Yeah.
Which is not.
No, of course.
It's the location of the sun and its circuit.
I'm just exasperated at people like Josh. Like Basil just said, if he was meant to be part of the fasting and that, and he was part of the ticket thing, then yeah, he's obviously, I don't like to say it, but
he's riding the fence. He's going to be a Glober before the end of the year. Probably.
Yeah, so then he's controlled opposition, then, isn't he?
Yeah, he's going to get paid for it.
Tomorrow. And they're going to go for the June solstice, which is the summer solstice in the Northern Hemisphere, June 21st this year, I believe.
Tomorrow.
And of course, they've invited flat earthers to go. And as far as I know, not a single flat earther is going, but 3.
Does that not tell you something? It doesn't prove anything. So if Josh is going, then I'm sorry, Josh, then you're dodgy. Gutted me, that is.
Yeah, well, they don't even take into account for what the sun actually really does. And Man of Stone actually shows what the sun really does.
I mean, all these little things that they offer us to go and then use it against you when you don't go. Again, you're looking at the sky to prove the shape of the earth. It doesn't. Why would they go? Unless you're bloody whatever.
Well, they still haven't answered Man of Stone's videos on what the sun does at sunset and what it would do on a globe versus a flat earth. Yeah, and it does what it does on a flat earth. That's really the whole point.
Yeah, exactly.
They don't take that into account when they're measuring the sunlight that's hitting their sticks.
No, you should have a bloody shadow in the little clouds of the bloody horizon. You should have this going on, which you don't.
He and I invited him over. He wanted to have a debate with me, and this fucker ran off. I'm sorry, I didn't say that. I mean, this gentleman.
The gentleman. Yeah, it's ridiculous, man.
I don't know.
The ex-flat earthers are going. So there we see once again a pattern of people wanting to actually go see what's real. And then they're going to
ex-flat earthers are going.
Yeah.
So Josh is an ex-flat earther now.
No, I think he's talking about Jaron and a few of the people from his.
Oh, all right. So they're going. Okay.
Go back to Punta Arenas, Chile
for the December solstice, which is the summer solstice in the southern
look,
hemisphere.
upside down.
In December.
There we go. As above, so below, man. As above, so below. That's dodgy. That's dodgy. I'm sorry, but that is dodgy. That is dodgy.
Now let me know when your gyro flips upside down. That's what I want to know.
And then because you've got 2 3s there now as well.
Yeah.
You know, it's that degree Mason, and you've got the degree sign.
Is he a traveling man, PJ?
Don't know, but I mean, you've now got like as above, so below. You've now got a mirrored 3 diagonal from each other with the degree sign. Is that degree?
33 degrees.
I'm sorry, this is dodgy. It's dodgy.
Which is the summer solstice in the southern hemisphere in December. And they're going to go film the sun with cameras, 360-degree cameras, etc., in both locations to see if the globe model is correct in what it predicts will happen versus the flat Earth model,
doesn't
which
predict anything.
Will not be correct. And again, what's interesting is flat earthers are already turning against Josh Monday just because he wants to go check and see what the sun is going to do.
It's not about going and checking. It's about who he's associated with. If he was going on his own, fine. Even though I'd still say looking at the sky doesn't prove anything. But if he was going on his own, fine. But he's not. He's been associated with you guys, isn't he?
Yep.
It's not about just because he's going.
Well,
so anyway,
go on. Sorry.
It is all about Duffy and his group and what they're going to make off of this. That's what they're
Of course,
he's just trying to reify the model he has. That's all he's doing.
Of course.
Jaron is doing a real small fundraiser to help pay for this because he doesn't do YouTube anymore. And so if you have already donated to us turning the documentary to the docuseries, thank you. If you're looking for any other projects you want to back, here is Jaron's fundraiser. He's
very dodgy. Again, it's got the up and down. There, look. I don't know, Lord Racer. I wonder. I'm not sure why. Get symmetrical. Well, that's not symmetrical, is it? No. That's not symmetrical at all. It's not mirrored. I mean, it's twinned and turned around, but it's not mirrored, that one. No. It's not symmetrical. Get contradictory. Wow.
It's only short about $850. This will cover
right there.
a trip to 53 degrees north, Edmonton.
As so below.
Yeah. As above, so below.
Yeah. It says it all.
Yeah, man.
So they literally think they're actually completely antipodal from each other, and gravity is a force.
So bad. So bad.
And they say we have a belief. Lord.
Right.
About $850. This will cover both the trip to 53 degrees north, Edmonton, and the trip to 53 degrees south, Punta Arenas, for this entire year. He's going to do the trip.
See, they had to go to both places, didn't they? Just for the imagery. Yeah, I tell you what, and Jaron's involved. As above, so below. He supports Satan. He tells Jesus to suck his dick. Yeah, and why would you have anything to do with that, Josh? No. Come on, man.
Regardless, so the trip does not hinge on it. But if you want to help him out, I put a link in the description below, and you can definitely help him out, which I think would be awesome. I've already committed to helping him make this a reality. Okay, cool.
Oh,
now let me talk about the
good for you. Would you like a clap? Would you like praise from more men?
Documentary. Really exciting news. We exceeded 50%. And then GoFundMe contacted me and said that my fundraiser is in violation of their terms. I have no idea.
Yeah, I know the 21st tomorrow. I said that earlier, Dave. Yeah, 21st tomorrow, man.
Yeah. Well, you know what I got from my GoFundMe, right? I got 3,600 out of what 4,200. What happened to all that extra money that I was supposed to get from them?
Right. Exactly. Exactly.
They're gonna yank his fame too. They don't care.
Yeah, when I get my money when I move, when this building gets knocked down, when I move to my new place, I'll donate something more to that.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, and it went into a savings account after I got it, so that's where it is.
Yeah.
The whole point is.
Oh, what you've withdrawn it?
No, I haven't. It's still there.
Oh, I thought you just said something about savings account.
No, it's in my savings account. That's where I
that's where it's going to go to. Right.
But it's got to hit the next. You remember we did it in quadrants?
Yeah.
And the only reason I did it was for this guy right here.
Right.
I thought I was going with him. You know.
That's right.
Why this happened, when it did. I could speculate all day, but I don't see the point. So I've already contacted them. It's really weird. They won't tell me why it's in violation of their terms. They sent me a link to their terms, which are a mile long, and said, here's why it's a violation. Read the terms, which I can't read. So I'm actually considering just kind of freezing the fundraiser on GoFundMe. And here's the good news I'm going to give everybody. Number one, we had 2 really big donations. So thank you so much. One was from an LLC and another.
You're going to freeze it. You want 50 grand. It's at 26, but you're going to freeze it.
Because they're gonna charge him a good chunk of it, like they did me. That's what I was trying to point
out. Oh wow, he doesn't need this friggin' money in the first place. It's a con.
Yeah.
The one was from Jason.
Right.
And thank you both. I've spoken to you both about this, and that's been incredibly helpful to push us over the halfway goal. Because we are now over halfway, here's the big update. Number one, Eric Strand and Jonathan Morandi, who are doing the docuseries now, they both have the green light to finish the docuseries. The fact that we're over halfway means that we're close enough, in my opinion. So they have the green light.
Halfway's never close enough. If you've got a target for something and you need that target, halfway's not enough. What are you talking about? He's full of this guy.
He's going to borrow money on his money if he has.
It wouldn't surprise me.
To work on all 4 episodes and to get them all done. And so we are good to go at this point. Now, we're still short about 23,000. And so if you still want to help and you still want to get your name in the credits.
You just said you were going to freeze it.
Well, he's gonna go put it into like PayPal or something. Watch.
Of the docuseries, just send me an email and we can figure that out. But I wanted to give everybody the big news of the day, which is that they have the green light to finish this thing and to get it done as soon as possible. So
yay, I'm so excited. Can't wait to see the TFE docuseries of bullshit. Way, a staged production.
Yeah,
fantastic.
I need to do a rebuttal to it all. I need to get the resources so I can go fly places and go document what we think it is. You know, and do actual experiment. When I experiment, observations. Sorry. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's super exciting. And there's still a lot of room in the credits for different types of supporters. I think we only have one episode 1 supporter at this point. So your name will definitely stand out and will not just be lost in some long list of names. And as I've said from the beginning,
wow,
I could not have done TFE without everybody that helped me from day one.
No, you certainly couldn't have.
No,
you certainly couldn't have. But yeah, you shouldn't have been helped to do it because it was bull crap.
And there's too many to name, too many to list. It's at this point, it's minimum dozens, probably hundreds. You know who you are. I've made friends all over the world, in England, in Scotland, in Australia.
You've made no friends in Scotland, bro. You've made no friends in Scotland. What are you talking about? Scotsmen have nothing to do with you. Well,
I make friends in England, Australia.
Right. Right, exactly. And you didn't have to go to Antarctica.
In New Zealand, in Israel, all over the place. And I still am friends with you all today. So super thankful for everyone.
Who's his friends in Israel now?
I don't know. He dropped the name.
Yeah, I wonder.
And yeah, let's get this over the finish line here, this docuseries. I know everybody is super excited about it and just patiently awaiting it. And so if you want to help out, kind of get us to the end of our goal, just shoot me an email. I'll explain everything to you and how to get your name in the credits and what options there are. But the good news for everyone, especially for those of you that have already donated, is we are good to go. So this to me is close enough to the finish line that it's not worth waiting any longer. So we are going to move forward, and I will continue to provide updates here on the channel. And the next update is probably going to be pretty significant. Hopefully it's that we're either done or close to done. So anyway, hope this is exciting for everybody.
Yeah, goodbye.
Yeah, it's not exciting. It's another challenge. I'll look at it like that, you know.
Yeah, man, he's full of it. Nice one for that, Dave. Can't fix stupid. Bless you, man. Right, play out with Harry, Matt. And if you want to come over, Rumble, I'm going to play an episode. I mean, it's not movie night. I'm going to play an episode or so of Supernatural.
Nice.
Yeah, why not? Why not?
It's a good thing we do have supporters on the flat earth side. We do.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Real supporters.
Yeah.
Not people getting lied to. Oh, wow, he doesn't put anything out often in this one. Okay. Random on the popular.
Yeah, I think I have enough money to do my copyright. I'm looking at my bank account now. I'm
nice.
I want to do it.
Nice, why not? Yeah, they've stopped my monetization until I get my ID and that sorted out on AdSense.
Yeah, I haven't got that. I haven't got the verification code, and I can't add my apartment address into the.
My AdSense says I've got like $30, even without the super chats. So where am I getting that from?
Yeah, I'm getting that too.
I wonder if that's off my views from like Whitsit's debate with Jerry and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Because they are.
Because they had over 1,000. You know what I mean? So at over 1,000 views, you get paid. You don't get paid much for 1,000 views. I think it's like $10 or something.
Yeah. I'm gonna see what I got in here now.
Was that $1 for 1,000 views? Can't remember. But anyway, on my AdSense, it doesn't mention super chats, but it says I've got $30. But obviously, I can't get all down the thing, and you couldn't anyway. I'd have to make $60 with the super chats. It'd be over $60. Yeah, I have to wait until I get this. There's no point in me getting my ID sorted out now till my provisional license sorted out till I move, because if I get this address on it, I'll be moving in like 2 months' time, and then I'd have to change the address on it again. So I'm just gonna wait till I move and then redo it and just sort out my AdSense then, because it's all sorted in YouTube. It still says that I'm verified and passed and that, you know, but the middle part, it goes on about AdSense, sort out my AdSense.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for my verification code, and it's not being mailed to my apartment. It's being mailed to my apartment complex, and they're sending it back to them.
Yeah, I'll show you.
It doesn't have my apartment address. It won't let me add the apartment. I've tried, and I have $58.91 supposedly coming to me, and that includes the super chats and the there's like $14 a month they're giving me. I don't know what for.
See here it says review base terms, so that is done. Fix your AdSense for you, and that's because my ID that's not done now. And get reviewed, that's done. So I've only just to do this part again. And when I go to it, it tells me here that I've got 3681 YouTube earnings. Yeah. So that's not from super chats. That's YouTube. That's from ads for some reason. I haven't even got ads turned on. So that's got to be views on videos or something. But I thought with tier 2 you didn't get that. I thought it was just super chats, and I didn't think you got paid for videos and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I just wanted it. So yeah, so I've just got to shortlist crap my ID.
If I could talk to somebody at the AdSense and give them my full address, they could mail it to me, the verification code. That's all I need.
That's the thing, though. The thing, you just can't talk to people anymore. It's all online. Everything is bloody online. Do you know, to get to talk to YouTube, you have to go to Twitter. X. I mean, you have to go to X. To be able to talk to YouTube team, if just say you get banned, just say your channel goes down and you think you can't appeal, you've appealed, they don't sort it, they say no. To be able to talk to them personally or anybody on the team, you have to go to Twitter and text them in Twitter, YouTube team. And it's better if you've got a bigger YouTuber supporting you, sort of thing. But yeah, to get to talk to YouTube, you have to go to Twitter. It's ridiculous, man.
Well, I'll try to go to Twitter, see if I can get my address.
Yeah, YouTube team. Go to X in YouTube team. That's what it's called. YouTube team at YouTube team.
Okay,
that's what it's called. Yeah, just type to them. Yeah, I've never done it, but I know people do it. I know that's how you get hold of them.
Google, as you would say, the overall parent. You know.
Yeah, you just can't phone anybody anymore. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, right. I can find a number to call. I've looked.
There is no number. Yeah, I've looked myself. There is no number. Right, I'll give you the link for Rumble if you're coming over to watch an episode of Supernatural or something. Because I'm not on tonight. I'm on tomorrow night. This is just my day off, but because I went live, I might as well just do something in Rumble, then go chill for a bit.
Yeah, well, I'll be watching it. I gotta get started fixing this washer.
Oh yeah, of course, no problems, man.
It's gonna take forever. It's gonna take a couple of hours probably to get it all back. I had to take everything off the top end of the truck to get to this thing. So cool. I got to put it all back together.
Cool.
The coils, the breather, all that stuff is taken off the top side.
Right.
And all the connectors are loose. I got to put them all back together, make sure I got them straight and the right connector in place.
Pain in the butt ski. All right, bro. Talk to you in a bit.
Oh, I'll watch Harry Mac.
Oh, you're watching Harry Mac first. All right. Yeah. No problem. Because I've got to say as well, that bit with just in case, because there wasn't many people in the live at the end there. It was earlier on, but at the end there when the TFE thing was on, I'll probably cut that bit out and put it out as a video at some point. It's over an hour long, but yeah, I'll probably cut that bit out and just put it out as a premiere. Then more people might get to see it, whatever.
There's no other reason why they wouldn't have taken me. I would actually compare what we predict on the flat Earth to what they're predicting on the globe. Right.
Let's do this.
Hey, what's up, man?
Hey,
how you doing?
Good. Damn, your shit is really nice quality.
So is yours, man. Great setup.
No, it's not.
Well, I mean, I can tell you have you have a great room setup, like those LED lights, and that mic looks pretty dope. The keyboard is changing colors. I'd say you're killing it.
Thank you. Are you a musician?
Yeah, I am. I'm actually on here creating songs for people. Could I do one for you?
Yes.
Awesome, but I need your assistance. Can I get 3 like random crazy words from you?
Crazy.
Potato.
Someone yelled that out on Discord, huh?
Twitter. And YouTube.
No, those are too similar. All right, potato, okay. Twitter, and let me get one more.
Cup?
Yeah. Nice. Potato, Twitter, and cup. You ready? Let's go. Wait, hold on. Are you ready though?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, just checking. Here we go. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Check. Yeah. All of my lyrics are fatal. Rappers should probably lay low. When it be coming to kicking the verse, I built mine from the dirt like potatoes. I'm going in. Y'all know I always been this guy. Y'all know I'm taking these rappers and turning them into some French fries. Yeah, I'm doing me. Killing the game for goodness sake. I keep it real and I never been fake. Potatoes out oven, these beats getting baked. Like I go in it to win it. Y'all know I come with the verse and style. Shouts of potatoes, that is a food that is so versatile. Y'all know we about to bring the cash in. Shout to my man with the LEDs flash. flashing. H-Mac, man, I never spit the dead stuff. I told you that you got a bomb set up. Yeah, I'm about to do it like another. You hit the button, then you got the lights change your colors. Mac, when I'm on it, I'm about to get the reward. Lights going crazy on wall and the keyboard. Yeah, and you know I be spitting it hype. I said, dog, you got a pretty sick mic. Yeah, when I'm on it, I be dominant. I was like, dude, it's dope, just take the compliment. I be coming up the top cause there ain't nobody like me. I'ma just do it like Nike. Yeah, I see that all up on your sweatshirt. Rappers stepping up the heavy remix is about to get hurt. Microphone, I'm controlling it. And I can tell that you mouthing, holy shit. I'm about to do my thing and these rappers get bitter. I get bigger from the post up on Twitter. I get fly in the place and I seen the flag for Ohio State. H-Mac, every time I'm on it, never been a whack clown. I'm about to push MCs to the background. I be blowing your mind with flowing divine. I'm really going in. Every time I rhyme, I'ma win. I'm about to make your head spin like never go. Spread like Venerio and Harry Flow. I'ma get across the planet. All my lyrics are gigantic, make you panic when I'm on it. It's frantic, man. I take you to the highest place all up in the game. Rappers better run and hibernate. Now my shit's insane. Do what I feel, and you know that I embarrass you. Can't write my flows in 140 characters. Yeah, it's too big for a tweet. H-Mac getting sick on the beat. All of my lyrics are vital. I posted on Twitter. It's about to go viral, and everyone knowing H-Mac is the biggest threat. I'm about to be seen across the whole internet. Yeah, I'm about to get it, yup. That much is guaranteed. When I be finished, yup. Rappers be therapy. Come off the top and these rappers get stuck. I need some drink in my cup. Yeah, y'all know we filling it up. Beats and verses, we killing that stuff. Y'all know I'm ready to smash. Shots of the cup, but I need a glass. Why? Cause it's about to get smashed. Pick up the shot, then I'm cutting your rash. Mac, when I'm on it, man, I make you relax like you got the Cabernet in the wine glass. Every time I grip up on the mic, you know I smash. I'ma get my cash. H-Mac, y'all know I can do it higher sober. Yeah, I kill this shit, that's why my cup runneth over. Everything I do is way too gigantic. My videos like World Cup, watched around the planet. And y'all know we going in. Any competition, every Mac is really about to win. Pulling mics up about my cover. Every Mac flowing the vine. Every time I hop on me, go to rhyme, and you know the kid is blowing your mind. Let's go.
No way.
Holy shit.
That was a good one. I was going to say, brand new day, Spider-Man brand new days on the movie sites, but the quality will be terrible because it only just came out like yesterday or something like that. Yeah, I'm not obviously that'll be terrible. Well, cool. We'll have to watch out for that one. So it's out now. I'm just checking to see if any of them, the ones I want to see, are normal. Come on.
I would love to collect that $58. It's looking at me, but yeah, my threshold's 100. So
mine's is 60.
You can change it though, can't you? Yeah.
No, it's just only $60. I think before I can cash out. In Rumble, it's $50. So Disclosure Day, we still got to watch out for Disclosure Day. Masters Universe, there's still none of them's in HD yet. Yeah, so we'll go over and do a couple of Supernatural. If you come in, that's my kind of freestyle. Yeah, it's cool, isn't it? Harry Mack's great, man. Harry Mack's great. Right, let's change the back.
Did you put the Rumble link in the chat, right?
Yeah, I'll put the Rumble link in, yeah. I'll put it in again.
I got it.
Rumble link be there. Right. Let's change this background. See my
it's me.
See my tartan gay. Love it. Keeping that one up, actually. The old tartan gay. And it's not plaid.
It's not plaid.
It's not plaid. No, tartan is not plaid. Well, it is. The tartan is classed as plaid, but tartan is different from plaid.
The dragon. The dragon. Is that a dragon, PJ?
Yeah, it certainly is. It's just an AI generation, just because we was talking about tartan last night and we was watching Cobra Kai, so I thought, let's do a tartan gi.
Yeah,
right, so, okay. Let's head over there, gadgets.
Well, I'll see you on the other side, PJ.
Bless man.
I'll save this link if I want to pop back in.
All right, no problems, man. And the rest of you is not coming over to Rumble. I will see you tomorrow night for movie night. Or I might be on in the afternoon. I don't know. We'll see. But if not, I'll be on at night for movie night anyway. Right, for the rest of you, I'll see you over on the Rumble side. Bless yous. Heal the Sunset's free. It's free.
Indeed.
Ta-ta.